Second weekend of the 2017 college baseball season is upon us. The field looks a little bit greener than a week ago. The temperatures are warmer, and Rogers State comes in with a perfect 4-0 record as they welcome in Colorado Christian. Hi fans, Josh Haley with you here on the Hillcat Network from the bright and sunny Diamond Sports Complex. Temperatures expected to get up into the mid-70s before this day is over. It's about 68 right now, but very, very windy. These conditions much different than a weekend ago, not just from the temperature standpoint, but when the wind was blowing out 10 to 15 miles an hour to right field last week, it's blowing in about 25 miles an hour from center field today. Far different conditions for the Hillcat pitchers and hitters. You'll hear what the head coach, Chris Klimas, has to say about these conditions and his team's start when we return. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Turn home for the second weekend now of the season, starting off 4-0, and we'll see a familiar face today, Tim Luce, who gets the start. Pretty impressive in his opening start as a Hillcat.
Yeah, did a really nice job in the opener. Threw strikes, commanded the zone. That's what we hope to see today. Little opposite condition day. Well, it's going to be that way all weekend with the wind blowing in from right, warm conditions as opposed to what we had the first 4 games. But so we'll have to match that. Every pop-up today is going to be an adventure.
Very impressive defensively, Coach, when the opening 4 games, only 1 error, and it, oddly enough, came in the final inning of last weekend's 4-game stand. But how much confidence does it give this younger and new-face pitching staff with the defense playing the way it is?
Well, we've talked about that a lot. We put a tremendous amount of emphasis on playing defense, and I think you'll see the pitchers pound the zone, force contact early when you got a defense that can play like that behind them. And today's going to be a great challenge with the conditions the way they are. You're going to have to play great defense because if you don't, you make mistakes on balls in the air, don't get really good reads, it'll cost you a ball game.
We certainly saw the fair share of offense last weekend as well, but we know the weather will probably play into that too. So with some guys really tearing up on the power numbers last weekend, how does their approach change this weekend?
Well, you've really got to drive the down angle today with the wind crawling in over the fence in right center. Really the only place it's going to go is toward the bleachers and straight away left. Everything, the other 3 quarters of the field, you got to drive the down angle because anything in the air is just going to hang up. It's going to be an out.
And when you look at this Colorado Christian team, seeing them for the 2nd straight year, what do you know about them coming in?
Well, they're a lot better than their stats show. They went out to Arizona, faced 3 different teams, #1 starting pitchers. So don't just look at the stats because that's kind of fool's gold. I think on both ends, our end and on their end, they're a lot better than what the stats show. So we're going to have our hands full.
All right, Coach. Good luck today.
Appreciate it.
That's the head coach, Chris Klimas. Lineups and first pitch after this. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show. No one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs.
Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Yes, the two of us building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Rogers State and Colorado Christian both set to do battle in Game 1 of a 3-game series. This was originally scheduled for a doubleheader today. It has been moved to a single game today and a doubleheader tomorrow that will begin at 1 o'clock. Here's your starting lineups for the second ever series matchup between Rogers State and Colorado Christian. First, for Colorado Christian, coached by Greg Musarino in his second season. The Cougars leading things off with Brandon Hesselberg. He's a mainstay in this lineup, an anchor, a senior, and a leader. The only senior in this lineup for Colorado Christian. The senior batting .375 on the young season, already has 6 hits through 5 games and a couple of runs driven in. Caleb Johnson is the left fielder batting second. The catcher Austin Maltby will hit third. Scotty Wright is the shortstop in the cleanup spot, batting .312. Luke Boat, the DH, bats fifth, a sophomore who hits .308. Cooper Gray, junior right fielder, hitting sixth. Jerry Gallegos, a returnee to this team, in center field and batting seventh. Just 1 for 15 at the plate to start the year, but he was quite a hitter last year. The Hillcats will have their eyes on him in that 7-hole. Bryce Brinton, the third baseman, bats eighth, and Sam Gallegos, the first baseman, will bat ninth. He's just a freshman, the only freshman in this lineup for Colorado Christian, who comes in at 1-4 overall after a road trip to the state of Arizona to get some games in the early part of the season last weekend. Rogers State, meanwhile, comes in at 4-0, coached by Chris Klimas, now in his third year. Coach Klimas assisted, as always, by Robert Brown, Jimmy Rogers, Skylar Ellis, and Joe Crow. And the Hillcats will send Tim Luce to the mound today. He was the opening day starter last Wednesday, 9 days ago. Luce got the win, pitched very well in his Hillcat debut. The left-hander went 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And he's ready to deal the first pitch here today to Brandon Hesselberg, right-handed hitter. Shows bunt, pulls it back as Tim Luce delivers in a strike. Right on the money, 2 o'clock here in Claremore. Nice day, 68 degrees and sunny here at the Diamond Sports Complex. Hesselberg swings and a sharp ground ball, foul on the first base side. Falls down in the count, 0-2. Tim Luce, the lefty, will pound the strike zone. A junior, 6 foot 170. Tim Luce, native of Oolaga, right down the road, and a transfer from NEO A&M. Only left-handed arm on this team. Hesselberg, soft liner off the inside of the bat, and it falls into shallow left field for a base hit. Right over the head of the third baseman, Matt Subert. It was moving fast enough to where Subert didn't have a play on it, and just fell about 10 feet behind the dirt in left field. So a leadoff base runner for Colorado Christian, and Caleb Johnson will step in. Left fielder, bats right. Luce ready to deal. Johnson shows bunt, pulled it back at the last second as it missed up high and away. So 68 and sunny, but the wind is blowing in anywhere from 20 to 35 mile an hour. The gusting speeds listed on AccuWeather at game time. And a strike dealt into Johnson, 1-1 the count. Last weekend, the wind was blowing out towards right center and right field for the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday setup of 4 games. Some of the hitters enjoyed that. Hitters like Roger State right fielder Bradley Degnan, who hit 5 home runs in the first 4 games, and he was named the Heartland Conference Hitter of the Week, to no surprise of anyone. You don't see any national players of the week this early. If there were, he most certainly would have been a shoo-in for that. 1-1 pitch from Tim Luce. Misses up high. It's a 2-1 count to Caleb Johnson. No outs. Brandon Hesselberg stands on first for Colorado Christian, who comes to Claremore wearing the all-gray uniforms. The tops have navy sleeves. Says Cougars across the front. Calling timeout is Johnson right before the pitch delivered. You heard the pop of the ball to catcher Garrett Hall's glove. Cougars across the chest in navy letters with yellow trim. Navy numbers and yellow trim on the back. Roger State in the all-white uniforms today. Says RSU in white letters in a navy strip across the chest. 2-1, swing and a miss. Hillcats have the 3 color cap. Navy back, white front that says RSU in that white front in navy letters, and then a red bill. Sharp-looking uniforms for the Hillcats. 2-2, soft liner, foul on the first base side. Out of the reach of Hillcat first baseman Sam Davison. As we introduce you to Roger State defensively, the same as it's been so far this season. Davison at first, Chris Miguel at second. All-region selection in the preseason, Ishmael Orozco at short, and Matt Subert down at third base. Garrett Hall behind the plate. Here's the 2-2. Sharp one-hopper towards short. Knocked down by Orozco, and it rolls past second base and just a step or two into shallow right field, picked up by Chris Miguel. Everyone's safe. Runners at first and second. That was a hardly hit ball, and it took a second hop right before it got to Orozco as he dove to his left, bounced off of his chest, and rolled across the dirt behind second base and into shallow right center field. That will be scored as a hit, to no surprise. So 2 unconventional hits here for Colorado Christian to start this game, and Austin Maltby, the catcher, steps in. Right-handed hitter takes ball 1. Luce gives the runner Hesselberg a look at second, and now deals. 1-0 is popped up by Maltby. Foul territory, first base side, and just drifts out of play. Got over the fence to elude the Hillcat first baseman Sam Davison. Roger State outfield today. Jordan Garr in left, Brooks Douglas in center, and Bradley Degnan is in right. These 2 teams met up a season ago for the first time ever. Back on February 19th, these 2 started a 3-game series. 1-1, skied up by Maltby. Just a step or 2 into right center field is the second baseman Chris Miguel to make the catch. And those will be harder than what they normally are today, those pop-ups. If you were with us in the pregame, you heard Coach Chris Klimas mention how tough that would be today. Fly balls and pop-ups will create some challenges. Important out number 1, though, for the Hillcats, and to keep the runners at bay. Hesselberg at second, Johnson at first. 1 out in the top of the first. And here's the cleanup man, Scotty Wright. Junior shortstop, a transfer from North Florida. Skies the first pitch out of play down the right field side. Coming in, Scotty Wright batting .312. One of 3 players hitting above 300 in this lineup. He has started all 5 games. 5 hits, 1 of those a triple, and 1 run driven in for the cleanup man, Scotty Wright. 0-1, loose deals. Sharp ground ball in between short and third and into left field for a base hit. And the runners will hold up after advancing 1. Good charge up by the left fielder Jordan Garr to make sure that the runner's held after advancing one. Hesselberg to third, Johnson to second, and it's the third hit of this first inning. Wasn't moving particularly fast, but it was in the perfect spot between third and short that allowed no play on it from either of the left field, or the left side infielders, if you will. They are loaded up with one out. The batter, Luke Boat, the DH, right-handed hitter, jumps on the first pitch. Soft liner into left, falls in for a hit. Coming up throwing is Jordan Garr. He'll throw to second in time, and the Hillcats get the force out. The runner from first, Scotty Wright, perhaps holding up before running to make sure that ball was going to fall in. That's not going to be a good enough excuse for the head coach, Musarino. He gave him a stare as he walked back to the dugout. So the Hillcats get one very important out. Puts it at 2 outs for the inning as one run comes across Hesselberg. Caleb Johnson stands at third, and Luke Boat at first. Batter is Cooper Gray, another right-handed hitter. Takes a first pitch strike. Cooper Gray, a junior, another player that started every game this year. 7 of the 9, in fact, in this lineup started the first 5 games. Gray swings, bouncing ball towards third. Subert's got it cleanly. Throws to second for the fielder's choice to end the inning. Hillcats get out of a pretty tight jam, I'd say, and a good result. They allow one run after the bases were loaded with one out. Roger State coming to bat. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we could just spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Roger State comes to bat in the bottom of the first after seeing Colorado Christian plate 1 in the top of the first. Here's your Hillcat lineup for the opening game of this 3-game set. Brooks Douglas, the center fielder, leads it off. Matt Subert, the third baseman, bats second. Bradley Degnan, the reigning Heartland Conference hitter of the week, bats third. He's the right fielder. Second baseman Chris Miguel in the cleanup spot. The shortstop Ishmael Orozco bats fifth. Jason Marley is the DH, batting sixth. Batting seventh and catching is Garrett Hall. Sam Davison, the first baseman, hits eighth, and the left fielder Jordan Garr will bat ninth. Here's Brooks Douglas, right-handed hitter, takes a first pitch strike from Michael Cantrell, right-handed pitcher who gets his second start of the season. He was not the pitcher of record in his first start, and we'll tell you more about that start in just a moment. Cantrell, a big, tall right-hander out there on the mound, stands 6'4" out of Frisco, Texas. Now misses outside with a fastball. Here's the 1-1, working quickly. Douglas skies it up, right center field. Running up, Cooper Gray, the right fielder, makes the catch, 1 down. Let's introduce you to Colorado Christian defensively here in Game 1. Sam Gallegos plays first, Brandon Hesselberg at second, Scotty Wright, the shortstop, and Bryce Brinton down at third. Austin Maltby is the catcher. Caleb Johnson in left, Jerry Gallegos in center, and Cooper Gray, the right fielder who just made the catch for out number 1. Here's Matt Subert to the plate for Roger State. First pitch, another fastball, right down Main Street. Nice start to the year for Subert, who started all 4 games last weekend. Went 8 of 17 at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Sharp ground ball. Deflects off Brenton, the third baseman's glove, as he laid out towards the bag, and it rolls down the left field line. Subert starts to round first, and now he throws on the brakes about a quarter of the way to second base and jogs back to first. Good awareness by Subert. Good piece of hitting.
Up next for the Hillcats, your right fielder, number 22, Bradley Degnan.
That was a tough play to try to make down at the hot corner. Bryce Brenton, even if he fields that, the way he had to dive behind third base, he would have had to have hopped up quickly and thrown a fastball, and Subert runs well too. Would have been a tough play. Here's Bradley Degnan, only left-handed bat in this Rogers State lineup. He'll get the favorable matchup against the righty Michael Cantrell. Degnan takes ball 1. And as mentioned earlier, not as favorable conditions this weekend as it was last for Bradley Degnan. 1-0. Misses down low. Wind was blowing out towards right and right center in the Hillcats' first 4 games last week. 5 home runs in 4 games for Bradley Degnan. It's only .310 down the right field line, but it wasn't the right field line that Degnan was putting him out towards. It was more towards right center, closer to the .360 sign in the gap than to the .310 sign right down the line. 2-0 pitch, way outside. Degnan's way ahead, 3-0. Matt Subert stands on first after a 1-out base hit. The 3-0. Degnan takes a strike on the lower outside corner. No way he was going to pull the bat off his shoulder there. That's been a mainstay here for Rogers State baseball, and you could say, well, doesn't that happen everywhere? In most cases, you do see that. If you've got a 3-0 count, you're going to leave the bat on your shoulder, but we'll say some visiting teams who have come here to Rogers State, you'll see hitters have the green light on a 3-0 count. 3-1. Down in the dirt. No. Strike called. How? I don't know. That ball took a hop right before it got to the catcher, Maltby. It short hopped to him. Degnan started to jog towards first, and a late strike call. It's a full count with 1 out and a runner on first. Righty Michael Cantrell ready to deal. Here goes Subert from first. Degnan smokes it into right field. Subert will round second base. Strong throw in from right, and they'll call Subert out. No way. No way Subert was out. And head coach Chris Klimas was all over that play. He had the best look at it from anybody in the house, and immediately trying to state his case, the home plate umpire will jog back to home plate, and that's that. I will say this, impressive arm from Cooper Gray, the right fielder. He threw it fast, hard, and on the money, but Subert slid in head first ahead of that throw. Degnan stayed at first, so a base runner with 2 outs. And Chris Miguel, the batter, takes ball 1. Strike to Chris Miguel, the senior who transfers over to second base this year after playing third last year. Good opening 4 games for Miguel, who went 6 of 15 at the dish with 3 doubles, 4 runs driven in. 1-1 pitch is skied up, straightaway center, very shallow. Running up, Jerry Gallegos, and the center fielder makes the catch for out number 3. A very eventful and drama-filled first inning. Rogers State trails Colorado Christian 1-0. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Well, one inning in the books here at the Diamond Sports Complex in Claremore, and far from a dull first inning. Colorado Christian comes to the plate. Here's Jerry Gallegos, 7th spot in the order to face the Hillcats starting left-hander Tim Luce, who gave up 1 run but worked himself out of a pretty good jam after the bases were loaded with 1 out. Luce misses down low, ball 1 to Jerry Gallegos. Sharp bouncing ball towards second. Miguel fields it cleanly, throws to first, and 1 down here in the second inning. So in case you're just joining us, a couple of unconventional hits for the first 2 batters in the top of the first inning. Hillcat pitcher Tim Luce recovered to retire the next batter. Scotty Wright got aboard with a C&I single to load him up with 1 out. But then a base hit by Luke Boat scored 1, but a runner thrown out at second on the force. Swinging here, Bryce Britton at the first pitch. Popped up halfway down the first baseline. Sam Davison runs forward and makes the catch. 2 down. Final batter of the inning was Cooper Gray, grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice in the top of the first. Here is Sam Gallegos. Right-handed hitter, takes the first pitch strike. Just a freshman from Scottsdale, Arizona. Takes one down low, 1-1. The brother of Jerry Gallegos, who was the first out of this inning. Both of those young men from Scottsdale. 1-1, takes a giant hop to third. Subert has got it and throws a fastball to first to end the inning. Very quick second inning. Rogers State trails Colorado Christian 1-0. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Josh Haley back with you as we enter the bottom of the second inning. Colorado Christian leading Rogers State 1-0. The Cougars out hitting the Hillcats 3-2. No errors committed in this game. Ishmael Orozco to lead things off for Rogers State. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Hillcats. Michael Cantrell, the big, tall right-hander, back on the hill. He's got a good fastball. Misses up high. The first pitch to Orozco. Kicks and fires. Misses down low. Big high hop fielded right behind third base by Bryce Brenton. Throws to first in time for the out. You see the top of the second and the bottom of the second with identical plays. A giant hop to the third baseman who has to throw quickly to first to make the play. And on both times, it's made. One down, bottom of the second. Here's the Hillcat DH, Jason Marley. First pitch strike to Marley. And now a fastball misses up high. Jason Marley, 6 of 10 at the plate in 3 games played last week. 1 double, 4 runs driven in, but he also walked 3 times. And Marley lines this into center field. Cut off by the center fielder Gallegos in the gap, as that ball had a little bit of a tail to it. And Marley's aboard with 1 out. Ball had some juice on it when it came off the bat of Jason Marley, the senior.
Number 37, Garrett Hall.
And Garrett Hall will step in. First pitch fastball for a strike to Hall. Garrett Hall now in his 3rd season with Rogers State. He's been starting since his freshman year out of Owasso High School right down the road. 0-1. Outside in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher, Austin Maltby. Slid to his right, kept it in front of him. Holds up Jason Marley at first. Garrett Hall coming off a sophomore campaign in which he hit .297, .370 on base percentage, and drove in 24 runs for the Hillcats. Soft move back to first, and Marley no problems getting back safely. The first couple of weeks of the season, when Garrett Hall's at the plate, there's always one story that I always refer back to and remember. Garrett Hall's first game with Rogers State in 2015 as a freshman. First game, his first at bat. Garrett Hall got a base hit, and I asked Coach Klimas about it after the game. I said, how about that? First pitch this guy sees in college, and he gets the base hit, and he goes, yeah, interesting thing is everybody was instructed to take the first pitch their first time through the lineup. Still happy with the result from Hall, but you get the idea. Bouncing ball foul down the third base side. The count even at 2 to Garrett Hall. 1 out and 1 on. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Rogers State trailing Colorado Christian 1-0. Game 1 of a 3-game series, doubleheader tomorrow. That will begin at 1 o'clock. 7 and a 9-inning games on the slate. 2-2 from Cantrell, and he left it inside and hits Garrett Hall in the back. Cantrell has thrown that fastball about 90% of the time, and he went with something off speed there. Hard to tell if it was a breaking ball that was left in or what. Here's Sam Davison. Cantrell finally ready to deliver, and a fastball up high. For Cantrell, he started on February 4th, 6 days ago against Bethesda College. He went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, struck out 2, no walks, and ultimately it was a 5-2 loss for Colorado Christian in that game. High and tight for ball 2. Cantrell was a reliever last year, made 16 relief appearances, no starts at all. 3.52 ERA and 15 1/3 innings. 4 strikeouts, 8 walks. Fastball just left it up high. Didn't miss by much. And you know Davison's going to be taking this 3-0 pitch. This is a guy that you can't afford to fall behind in on the count. He protects the strike zone so well. Takes a strike, 3-1 now. So when he gets ahead, even if you find a way to get 2 strikes on him, you might be looking at a very, very high pitch count for one single at bat, because he can foul so many off just to make sure he stays alive up there until he gets what he wants. Hillcats trying to get that run back. 3-1. Foul tip. Finds the catcher's glove to bring it to a full count. Second time a Hillcat hitter has worked a full count against Michael Cantrell. Bradley Degnan was the first. He ended up with a base hit. Timeout called at the plate by Davison after Cantrell gave a long look at Jason Marley at second, looked towards home plate, and then turned back to look again at Marley at second. Garrett Hall stands on first. Another double take at Marley, and now deals the first payoff pitch and fouled out of play to the right side. He jammed Davison inside. Fouled it off right above the hands. Colorado Christian a season ago finished 11-35, 5-27, but it was interesting some of the results you saw on their schedule. They went down the first weekend of the season to Florida and defeated Nova Southeastern, who ended up making it to the national title game. 3-2, called strike 3 on Davison. First strikeout of the game for the right-hander Michael Cantrell. And here's Jordan Garr. Of all the fireworks that were made at the plate by the Hillcats last weekend, Jordan Garr, who bats at the bottom of the order, a very capable bat, as we saw last year in his first Hillcat season. But he just proved how tough this lineup is from top to bottom after going 7 of 11 in the first 4 games. Fouls the first pitch out of play down the right side. 7 of 11 to go along with 2 walks and 1 hit by pitch. All in all, an on-base percentage of .714 in his first 14 plate appearances. Cantrell takes a step off the rubber and turns towards second, but no throw. Wind blowing in from straightaway center field. Flagpole sits right behind the 390 sign in center. And it's shifty, but the majority of the time it's blowing straight in. The 0-1. Garr shows bunt, pulls it back, and it catches the bottom half of the zone. 0-2 the count. When that wind does shift, it starts to blow in from right center. So it's a crosswind, if you will, from right center field all the way over towards left. .02 pitch. Garr reaches out, ground ball towards second. Scooped up by Hesselberg. Flips to the shortstop right, covering second for the force out to end the inning. Hillcats leave 2 stranded. They trail 1-0 as we head for the third in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Rogers State trailing Colorado Christian 1-0 as we enter the third inning here in Claremore. This game now 33 minutes old. We saw an eventful first inning in which Colorado Christian scored their only run thus far. Rogers State threatened to score. A couple of calls didn't go their way. The top of the order, Brandon Hesselberg to lead off this third inning. Takes a first pitch strike. He was down 0-2 to Hillcat starter Tim Luce to lead off this game. And then he swung at the 0-2 and a soft liner off the inside of the bat to left field that allowed Hesselberg to reach. Takes the 0-1 down low. Christopher Post, your home plate umpire, Chad Kettleman in the field for the opening game of this 3-game series, and Hesselberg drives this down the left field line. It is a fair ball as it takes a hop right before it got to the bottom of the wall. Cruising into second with a leadoff double is Brandon Hesselberg. And that win, he caught it at the right time. It was blowing from right center field, not blowing straight in from center where we had seen it a lot today. Ball just continued to carry. Infield corners are playing in, expecting the bunt. Caleb Johnson, the batter, shows it, makes contact, and it lays it down right in front of home plate. Garrett Hall picks it up, throws to first, where Chris Miguel, the second baseman, covers for the out. Hesselberg advances down to third, so Caleb Johnson does his job. And Austin Maltby, the catcher, will step in. He popped out to second his first time up. Hillcat infield is going to play in. They'll be ready to throw home if the opportunity arises. Trying to keep this at a one-run game. Everyone right on the edge of the grass. First pitch, swing and a miss. Tim Luce, 27 pitches, 21 of those for strikes up to date. Here's the 0-1. Bunt is laid down, first base side. Luce off the mound, and he's got no play on it. He slid down to his knees to get it. A perfect bunt that just stayed a foot inside the first baseline. Hesselberg in to score, and Maltby safe at first. Second RBI of the season for Austin Maltby. 2-0 lead for Colorado Christian. Here is Scotty Wright. He's going to lay down a bunt. Angles foul, third base side. Started out fair, and then finally crossed the line about halfway to third base. A base hit for Scotty Wright to load up the bases in the first inning. Wright swings, line right at second. Miguel's got it, throws back to first in time for the double play. Maltby couldn't get back in nearly enough time. Heads up play by Miguel. A double play ends the inning. Roger State trailing Colorado Christian 2-0 after 2.5. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
Now batting for the Hillcats, the center fielder, number 20, Brooks Douglas.
Roger State trailing Colorado Christian 2-0. Hillcats come to bat here in the bottom of the third with the top of the order. Brooks Douglas lays down a bunt, dives halfway to the pitcher's mound. Cantrell, the pitcher, to pick it up, throws to first, not in time. It took a hop in the dirt before it got to Sam Gallegos, the first baseman. Might have gotten there in time if it was on line, but Douglas runs so well, you knew that was a good one when he laid it down. It just died in the grass in the infield. Leadoff base runner for the Hillcats. Here's Matt Subert. Subert smoked a ground ball to third. Deflected off the third baseman's mitt and rolled down the left field line in his first at bat. Trying to bunt here and fouls it back out of play. Subert put on the Collegiate Baseball Newspaper preseason newcomer to watch list in NCAA Division II. Junior transfer that the Hillcats were awfully excited to get. Breaking ball misses outside and in the dirt. Maltby sliding to his right to keep it in front. Brooks Douglas 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts in the first 4 games, so don't put it past him to run here. Cantrell, fastball misses inside. He's thrown that fastball the majority of the time, and the few times that he's tried to go to a breaking ball, it has gotten away from him. Hit a batter last inning and has put 2 down in the dirt. Two-one, runner going. Subert skies it up mid-depth right field. Cooper Gray settles under it, makes the catch, 1 down. The infield for Colorado Christian, Sam Gallegos at first, Brandon Hesselberg at second, Scotty Wright at short, Bryce Brenton down at third, Austin Maltby the catcher. Caleb Johnson in left, Jerry Gallegos in center, Cooper Gray in right field. The defense behind starting right-hander Michael Cantrell, junior right-hander from Frisco, Texas. Here's Bradley Degnan for Rogers State. Shows bunt, lays it down, it's hopping, rolling down the third base side, a perfect bunt by Degnan. The third baseman Brenton came up on it. He knew he wouldn't have time to throw to first, so he just watched it to see if it would go foul, and it never turned at all. Nice bunt by Degnan. Can this guy do it all or what? Degnan, 5 home runs, 9 total extra base hits last weekend for the Hillcats. Out of his 12-hit first 4 games. And now he shows his bunting skills off as well. So Douglas holding at second, 1 out, and the cleanup man, Chris Miguel, steps in. This is a small ball day thus far. First pitch misses to Chris Miguel. Flied out to center field his first time up. In there for a strike. An off-speed pitch. One, showing bunt Miguel. Got past him, he left it out there too long. Down 1-2. The ball skipped out of the glove of the catcher Maltby, but he quickly chased it down to his left to hold the runners up. Brooks Douglas bunting on the first pitch of this bottom of the 3rd inning, reaching base. Subert flying out, Degnan aboard with a bunt single. 1-2. Miguel smokes it out of play down the left field side. This is all part of an 8-game homestand to open the season. Rogers State defeating Bacone last Wednesday on opening day, and then took 3 from Randall University on Thursday and Friday. 1 game today, doubleheader tomorrow against this Colorado Christian team, and then this Tuesday, 1 9-inning game against Northeastern State, who had themselves a monster weekend last weekend by defeating the 7th-ranked team in the nation, St. Edwards, 2-1 in a 3-game set. St. Edwards in the Heartland Conference with Rogers State, the team that's won the last 3 Heartland Conference titles. And again, favored to win the conference in the preseason poll this year. So that will give Rogers State a very, very good test early on. That's this Tuesday, 2 o'clock against Northeastern State. 2-2 the count to Chris Miguel. Hillcats focused on this game right now. Miguel reaches out, just got a piece to foul it back on the ground. Rogers State won the matchup last year with this Colorado Christian team. 4-2 in game 1, 7-2 in game 2, and 6-0 in game 3. Hillcats saw Michael Cantrell in a relief effort in game 2. He pitched 2 innings. Hillcats got him for 1 run. Two-two pitch. Miguel, sharp ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Being waved around third is Brooks Douglas. Here comes the throw. It's cut off by the third baseman, Bryce Brenton. Nice piece of hitting by the cleanup hitter, Chris Miguel. Put a star by that one in the scorebook. Nice battle at the plate by Miguel. We'll ask Coach Klimas about that one in the postgame. Has a big impact on the game as it stands right now, as it puts Rogers State on the scoreboard. They trail 2-1, keeps this inning going. 1 out, still 2 aboard. Runners on first and second, and Ishmael Orozco to the plate. First pitch takes a hop well before it got to the catcher, Maltby, who's able to knock it down. And then it rolled a third of the way back to the pitcher's mound. Both runners stay put. Orozco grounded out to third to lead off the second inning. Cantrell's 1-0. Just missed outside. Middle infielders cheating in towards second base. Cantrell will give a look to Bradley Degnan. Deals the 2-0, and Orozco fouls it straight back. Orozco, who was very good at the plate last year, but just a master at getting on base. The Hillcats shortstop led the team a season ago with 30 walks and had 7 in the first 4 games last week. 2-1 is skied up towards the shortstop, Scotty Wright. On the dirt, makes the catch, 2 down.
That brings up the DH, number 10, Jason Marley.
Here's Jason Marley now with 2 outs. Speaking of knowing how to get on base, Jason Marley pretty good at that himself. He drew 3 walks last weekend. 9 of 13 getting on base. 13 plate appearances, 6 hits, and 3 walks. And a base hit last inning for Jason Marley. So the good start to the season continues. Breaking ball on the first pitch. We haven't seen that much from Cantrell. It's been mostly fastball on the first. Anyway, it missed low and away, 1-0. The 1-0. Just missed outside with a fastball. Rogers State softball picked up a doubleheader victory yesterday over Mid-America Christian down in Oklahoma City. Hillcats softball team has now won 4 consecutive games. They lost their first 2 in a festival last Friday. Won the 2 Saturday games and then the 2 yesterday, so the 4-2 softball Cats. So we won't see it home until February 24th, a long stretch on the road to begin the season. Some of the softball players have made their way over here to the ballpark after their practice ended today. Rogers State down 2-1, bottom of the 3rd inning. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Cantrell deals to Jason Marley. Called, strike 2 on the inside edge. 2-2 the count. The pitch way inside. Marley ducked it. Looked like Cantrell was trying to throw that breaking ball and just left it inside like we've seen him do once already. He hit Garrett Hall last inning. Hall currently standing on deck. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's up high. They're loaded up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Garrett Hall goes to work to take off his catcher's gear.
Now heading to the plate, the catcher, number 37, Garrett Hall.
Hall will immediately jog past home plate and towards his head coach, Chris Klimas, on the third base side. Meanwhile, we'll see our first coaching visit to the mound for Colorado Christian. They do have action in the bullpen. That's been going on for a couple of minutes. And we'll see if this is still Michael Cantrell's game or not. His first start, which was last Saturday, he went 3 innings, gave up a couple of runs, was not the pitcher of record, ultimately in a 5-2 loss to Bethesda College. Well, coaching visit to the mound is over. Cantrell still the pitcher. And I believe it was Joe Gimbel, the assistant coach, that came out there, not Greg Musarino. And Gimbel tipped his hat to the bullpen right before he got back into his dugout. It certainly wasn't to stop action in the bullpen because it continues heavily, maybe more frequently than before. First pitch, high ball 1 to Garrett Hall. Strike on the lower half to Garrett Hall. Hall went 3 for 11 in 3 games played last week. A couple of runs driven in. One. Fastball just misses outside. In this situation, even though you'd like to maybe mix things up, I would not expect us to see that breaking ball again from Michael Cantrell. Has not been a pitch he's been able to control so far today. 2-1. Misses down low. Here are the commands from head coach Chris Klimas. Tells Hall, don't give it away, it's got to be you. (3-1) Hall, sharp line drive to straightaway center, and Jerry Gallegos hauls it in for the out. He barely had to move. It was a ball well hit by Hall, just not in the right spot. Hillcats leave them loaded in the third. They get 1. Hillcats trailing 2-1 as we head to the 4th. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey,
Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job. Doing what?
Working in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs.
Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Rogers State gets base runners, but not able to come back and erase the lead Colorado Christian has built. It's a 2-1 ball game. The Cougars lead the Hillcats as we enter the 4th inning here in Claremore. Rogers State 6 hits, 5 for the Cougars. No errors committed in this game. Luke Boat, the DH, to lead things off. 5, 6, 7 hitters for Colorado Christian. Left-hander Tim Luce retakes the hill for Rogers State. 31 pitches, 25 of those for strikes. Pitcher that likes to pound the strike zone. Misses with the first to Boat. Now laying down a bunt towards third. Luce is off the mound quickly to field it. Low fastball to first and gets it Nice pick by Sam Davison, and they get Luke Boat. One down here in the fourth brings Cooper Gray to the plate. Right fielder grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice back in the first inning. Cooper Gray comes in 1 of 14 at the plate. 1 of 15 when you tack on that first inning at bat. First pitch down low and skips away from the catcher, Garrett Hall. Cooper Gray, junior, transfer from Glendale Community College. Fouls the 1-0 back and drifts out of play. Busy weekend for Rogers State Athletics. Rogers State men's and women's basketball in action last night against Lubbock Christian. Hillcat women fell, but the Rogers State men picked up a dramatic victory and took over first place in the Heartland Conference by a half game over Dallas Baptist, who comes to Rogers State tomorrow. Bouncing ball right back up the middle and just sneaks through for a base hit. Ishmael Orozco, the shortstop, slid to his knees after a long run to get to where that ball was headed, right behind second base, and even if he is able to get a glove to it, there's no way he's going to get to first in time. Even as good as Orozco is, one of the best in the business. All-conference selection a year ago, preseason Heartland selection, and a preseason all-region selection is the senior Ishmael Orozco. Jerry Gallegos, the only left-handed bat in this lineup, takes a first pitch strike. He grounded out to second his first time up. Tim Luce makes the move to first. Cooper Gray is back safely. The action tomorrow for Rogers State basketball against Dallas Baptist. 1 o'clock tip for the women, 3 o'clock for the men. Coverage here on the Hillcat Network, on RSU Radio, and on RSU TV. That is where I'll be tomorrow. Will not be with you here at baseball, but that is the last home game for basketball of the season. So that's our one conflict. Fortunate to only have one conflict with basketball and baseball this year. Normally we've got at least 2 in there. There will be live stats here on the Hillcat Network, though, for tomorrow's baseball doubleheader beginning at 1 o'clock. 1-1 to Gallegos. He lines it into right field for a base hit. Degnan charging on it and shows off that arm from right field, fires a missile to second base. Cooper Gray running, able to make it to third, and Gallegos holds up at first. Runners on the corners, and 1 out here in the fourth. Here's Bryce Britton. First pitch to Britton. Soft liner fielded on a short hop by Orozco. Flips to second for 1. Relay to first is in time. A 6-4-3 double play for the Hillcats to get out of the inning. Well done. Orozco had to wait and see if it was going to get to him, and a brief bobble, but still in plenty of time for the second twin killing of this game. Rogers State trailing 2-1. They'll come to bat in the bottom of the fourth. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys, it ain't rocket science. It ain't physics. It's pizza. And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Leading off for the Hillcats, the first baseman, number 2, Sam Davison.
Rogers State coming to bat here at the bottom of the fourth inning, trailing 2-1. Sam Davison to lead things off, jumps on the first pitch and smashes it on the ground through the left side for a base hit. Right-hander Michael Cantrell back on the mound for Colorado Christian. There was action in the bullpen starting early in the third inning. And Cantrell received one visit to the mound last inning. The action continues in the bullpen. And here comes head coach Greg Musarino. He's going to go to his bullpen here to start in the bottom of the fourth inning. The day is done for the starting right-hander Michael Cantrell. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for Colorado Christian when we return. Hillcats down 2-1, bottom of the fourth. Lead off aboard for Rogers State. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys, it ain't rocket science. It ain't physics. It's pizza. And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the
new pitcher for Colorado Christian is Jared Rivera. Takes over on the mound for Michael Cantrell. He's taken his warm-up slots, and he's ready to go. And he'll quickly fire over to first base. Not in time to get Sam Davison after missing with the first pitch to Jordan Garr. 1-0. Sidearm pitcher. Garr trying to bunt, and foul ball called. Went straight down in the batter's box, and immediately Christopher Post calls foul ball. Greg Musarino, the head coach, out to perhaps maybe argue that Garr might be out. That was the argument. It won't be one. The situation is the same as called. It's a 1-1 count now. Rivera misses with a fastball up high. 2-1 the count. Jared Rivera, one appearance so far. At least that's what's listed on the Colorado Christian score sheet, but no reported batters faced there. So you have to wonder, only a handful of situations that could explain that. Popped up on the 2-1, Gar to the shortstop, Scotty Wright. Under it, on the dirt, makes the catch. 1 down. It's possible for, of course, a relief pitcher to come into the game and immediately get a pickoff move or something to that effect, and gets out of the inning, and that was it. To the top of the order we go. Brooks Douglas steps in for Rogers State. Takes ball 1. Jared Rivera, freshman, 6'1", out of Arvada, Colorado. Big two-hopper to the second baseman, Hesselberg. Flips to second for 1. Relay to first. And Gallego stretches out to make the play, the double play, a 4-6-3. Third double play of this game we've seen, 2 by Rogers State. And the Hillcats still trailing 2-1 as we head to the 5th here in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
We begin the 5th inning here in Claremore. Colorado Christian leading Rogers State 2-1. The Hillcats leaving a plethora of base runners stranded. Sam Gallegos leads off for Colorado Christian. Slices the first pitch out of play down the right field side. Bottom of the order. Now a slow hopper towards third. Charging in is Subert. Fields it on 2 hops. Throws in the air and makes the play. Right on the money to first. Like he's a quarterback rolling out of the pocket to his right. And still right on target to Sam Davison at first base. 1 down, back to the top of the order for Colorado Christian, Brandon Hesselberg, who's having himself a nice day. Base hit to lead off the game, and a double that 1 hop to the left field wall in the 3rd. First pitch, got him in the left thigh. Tim Luce. First pitch fastball right in the left thigh to Hesselberg. Here's Caleb Johnson. Right-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch low and away. You might be able to hear the wind through the crowd mic today, as strong as it is. Gusts up over 30 miles an hour today. Solidly blowing 20 to 25. Out of the south, southeast. That is in from center and right center field today. Or south-southwest, I beg your pardon. The 1-0. Soft liner off the end of the bat into straightaway center for a base hit. Brandon Hesselberg will stop at second. Caleb Johnson is on base for the 2nd time today.
Now heading to the plate, the catcher number 30, Austin Maltby.
Here's Austin Maltby. Catcher with a suicide squeeze bunt to drive in the second run for Colorado Christian. That was back in the third inning. A perfect bunt up the first base line. First pitch missing up high from Tim Luce. 46 pitches, 35 for strikes for Tim Luce. He continues to pound the strike zone. And Maltby skies this up. Foul territory, first base side. Sam Davison settles under it halfway between the line and the dugout fence and makes the catch. Two outs here in the top of the fifth, and Scotty Wright will step in. Base hit in the first, lined into an inning-ending double play in the third. First of two double plays that Rogers State has turned in this game. Scotty Wright, the shortstop, comes in batting .312. Takes the first pitch down in the dirt. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Rogers State getting involved in the community earlier this week, as they typically do during multiple points of the season and in the offseason as well, for that matter. But on Monday night, they hosted a free clinic at the Claremore Community Center. Ground ball hit towards short. Orozco picks it up, flips to second for the force out, and the inning is over. Rogers State trailing Colorado Christian 2-1. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs.
Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Rogers State trailing Colorado Christian 2-1 as the Hillcats come to bat here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2 3-4 hitters. Here is Matt Subert to face the right-hander Jared Rivera, who came on in relief last inning. Subert skies up the first pitch. Shallow right field. 5 feet in front of the right field line is the second baseman Brandon Hesselberg to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Rivera took over 1 batter in to the fourth inning. He got a pop out and a ground ball double play to end the inning. Final line on the starter, Michael Cantrell. 3 innings, 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. 1 hit batter, 1 wild pitch. Threw 64 pitches, 37 of those for strikes. Control was a bit of an issue for Cantrell, who has a good fastball, no doubt about it. Bradley Degnan takes ball 1, now takes a strike. Degnan is 2 for 2 today. Single to right in the first, bunt single in the third. Sharp ground ball to the first baseman Gallegos, who scoops it up behind first base and runs forward to tag the bag himself. 2 down. One of the very few times Degnan has been retired. He is 14 of 22 at the plate this season. 2 outs, bases empty for Chris Miguel, who's responsible for the only Hillcat RBI. First pitch outside. Flat out to center in the first, RBI base hit in the third with 1 out. Really good at bat by Miguel. Battled off a couple of pitches with 2 strikes and got one he wanted. Takes a fastball for a strike here to even the count up at 1. Hillcats have left 6 base runners stranded, including leaving them loaded in the third. 1-1. Miguel swings a high hop towards third. Brenton fields it on the short hop. Throws to first in time for the out. Hillcats retired in order in the 5th. Rogers State trailing Colorado Christian 2-1 as we head for the 6th here in Claremore. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys, it ain't rocket science. It ain't physics. It's pizza. And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we could just spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
New pitcher for Rogers State as they begin the 6th inning. There's a look at Landon Nealon for those of you tuned in on our video stream here on the Hillcat Network. Landon Nealon, the senior right-hander out of Newberry Park, California, transfer from Grand Canyon. A junior is Landon Nealon, as a matter of fact. Misspoke there for a moment. Came in last year as a sophomore, and Landon Nealon has had a good start to his Hillcat career and a good start to this season as well. Landon Nealon, 1 appearance last weekend for Rogers State, went 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 unearned run, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. The line on Landon Nealon. Final line on the Hillcat starter, Tim Luce. The lefty goes 5 innings, surrenders 8 hits, gives up 2 earned runs, no strikeouts, no walks, 51 pitches, 38 of those for strikes. He's a quick worker. Nealon, first pitch to Luke Boat, right-handed hitter, the DH in the 5 spot in the order. It's in for a strike. The 0-1. Fly ball lifted up towards the gap in right center. Long run for Brooks Douglas, but he tracks it down and makes the catch. Good run for Brooks Douglas, who lost his hat in the process. To no surprise, running into that very strong wind. Bradley Degnan, the right fielder, will pick it up for him and give him a pat on the back. Here's Cooper Gray. 1 for 2 day for the right fielder, Cooper Gray. C&I single right back up the middle in the 4th inning. First pitch misses to Gray. Nealon, submarine-style thrower. Missed down low, 2-0. Catches the upper inside corner for a strike. Nealon, 20 relief appearances last year. 2-1, bouncing ball towards short. Orozco's got it. Throws to first in time for the out. Got Cooper Gray by a half step. 2 outs, bases empty for Jerry Gallegos, who's 1 for 2 today. Only left-handed bat in this lineup. And for Landon Nealon, you see those 20 relief appearances a season ago, and you think, wow, that's a pretty high number for a reliever in a 50-game season. And it is. but there were two guys who had more relief appearances than he did, Rusty Huber and Justin Magstad. Ground ball towards second. Chris Miguel vacuums it, throws to first for the out. A quick 1-2-3-6 for Nealon out of the bullpen. Hillcats trailing 2-1. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hillcat basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Rogers State trailing Colorado Christian 2-1. Ishmael Orozco to lead things off for the Hillcats. First pitch strike from Jared Rivera. Freshman reliever for Colorado Christian. The 0-1. Misses inside. Orozco 0 for 2 today. Grounded out in the second, popped out in the third. One. Misses down low. Rivera, submarine-style pitcher. Just like Landon Nealon for Rogers State, who came out of the bullpen to pitch a 1-2-3 top of the sixth. Deals in a strike on the outside edge. 1 run in the first, 1 in the third for Colorado Christian. Hillcats got their run in the third. They've stranded 6 base runners. And missing down low. It's a full count now to Ishmael Orozco. This has been short work for Rivera. Bouncing ball towards second. Brandon Hesselberg's got it, throws to first. Orozco retired.
Now batting DH, number 10, Jason Marley.
That was the longest at bat in terms of pitches for Rivera since he came into the game by far. 4 pitches to each of the batters he faced in the 4th inning. Only needed 7 pitches to get through the Hillcats in the 5th. First pitch strike to Jason Marley. Now misses way outside. Count even at 1 to Marley, who singled in the second and walked in the third. It was the only walk that the starter, Michael Cantrell, issued. One is in for a strike. Rogers State 1 run on 7 hits, no errors. Colorado Christian 2-8-0. 1-2 pitch to Marley. Lays off. That pitch as it slid outside of the strike zone. Home plate up, Christopher Post checked with Chad Kettleman down at first just to be sure. No question that he would confirm the call that he didn't go around. 2-2, misses down low. Second straight batter that's worked a full count against Rivera. Payoff pitch, bouncing ball towards short. Fielded on 2 big hops by Scotty Wright. His throw to first is wild. It was in the dirt and skipped past Sam Gallegos. Jason Marley will hold up at first base as it hit the screen in front of the Hillcat dugout and bounced back towards the field of play. First error of this game.
The catcher, number 37, Garrett Hall.
Wright had time to make the play and just dealt it into the ground. Hillcats will take it. They needed a base runner. 6 straight had been retired. A throwback to first, not in time to get Marley. Garrett Hall, the Hillcat batter, still awaits the first pitch. First pitch strike to Hall, who was hit by a pitch in the second, lined out to center in the third with the bases loaded. It was a well-struck ball by the Hillcat junior, just not in the right place. Oh, 1 misses outside. Plenty of other action going on today in the Heartland Conference. Oklahoma Panhandle State has already registered a 7-0 win over Randall. St. Edward's currently trailing Harding 4-1. Throwback to first. Gets away from the first baseman Gallegos, and Marley's on his way to second. He's going to round second and head for third. Here comes the throw into third. Marley sliding in ahead of it. He's safe. That ball rolled all the way to the wall in foul territory down the right field line and skipped further away from the players giving chase. 2 costly errors for Colorado Christian, and it puts the tying run just 90 feet away and only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike into Garrett Hall. Count is 1-2. Hall lines it out of play down the right field side. Infield playing in. Ready to throw home if the situation arises. And Hall pops it up. Second baseman Hesselberg is under it. Makes the catch. Two outs and Sam Davison to the plate. 1 for 2 day for Sam Davison. And he is the last batter to get a look at Jared Rivera, the right-handed reliever. And he might not get that look at all. We'll see. I think this is just going to be a talking to. Assistant coach Joe Gimble out to the mound, as is the catcher Austin Maltby. They'll talk to Jared Rivera. Sam Davison swung at the first pitch and got a base hit in the bottom of the 4th off the starter Michael Cantrell, and that was the day's end for Cantrell, who scattered 7 hits, gave up 1 earned run, struck out 1, walked 1, hit 1, before giving way to Rivera. So now it's Davison's turn to face him, with Jason Marley standing on third, representing the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch, Davison jumps on it, drives it to deep left center field. This ball drifting back, way back. It's going to one hop to the wall over the head of Johnson. Marley easily in to score, and Davison will cruise into second, standing up. A 2-out RBI double has tied this game at 2.
Now batting, left fielder, number 4, Jordan Gar.
Impressive swing of the bat from Sam Davison, especially with the wind blowing in on a neutral wind day. That ball's out of here easily. Davison, who hit no home runs last year, hit his first as a Hillcat last week. Jordan Garr, first pitch down in the dirt. In for a strike to Garr. Grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice in the second, popped out in the fourth. As the first batter to face the reliever Jared Rivera. 1-1. In for a strike. And that, of course, is an unearned run, as would be any other runs that could potentially score this inning against Jared Rivera. As the inning should be over, Jason Marley reached on an error. One-two, Garr, sharp bouncing ball to first. Gallego has it, touches the bag himself. Side retired. Hillcats tie it up at 2, thanks to Sam Davison's 2-out double. Rogers State and Colorado Christian after 6. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
With 11 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities in NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Sports Complex in Claremore, a sunny Friday afternoon. Wind blowing strongly out of the south-southwest. The Hillcats have tied this game up at 2 thanks to a run in the bottom of the 6th. Landon Nealon back on the hill for the Hillcats. Here to start the 7th, facing the 8-9-1 hitters. Here's Bryce Brenton, right-handed hitting second baseman. The third baseman, rather, takes the first pitch strike. Brenton is 0 for 2 today. A pop out and a ground out. Outside, 1-1 the count. Landon Nealon retired the side in order in the 6th as he came out of the bullpen to take over for the starter Tim Luce. One giant hop to the third baseman Matt Subert. A lot of time, throws on the money to first. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Sam Gallegos to the plate. Just a freshman. And they are going to pinch hit for Sam Gallegos. He was 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs to third. Dylan McTagg will be the pinch hitter. Junior out of Westminster, Colorado. Transfer from Otero Junior College. Left-handed hitter. First pitch misses down low. One-0, swing and a miss. For Dylan McTagg, this is his first plate appearance of the season. And was not on this roster a season ago. Ground ball to first. Davison scoops it up, tags the bag himself. Out number 2 here in the 7th.
batting the second baseman, number 2, Brandon Hesselberg.
Brandon Hesselberg, top of the order, who is 2 for 2 and has been hit by a pitch. Ball 1 to Hesselberg, senior out of Colorado Springs. What a year he had a season ago. Hesselberg hit .352, had a .492 on base percentage, 8 doubles, a triple, and 10 runs driven in. Not overwhelming RBI number because it was the leadoff man a lot. Strike dealt in by Landon Nealon, 2-1. Misses up high. .3-1 is in for a strike. Nealon deals the pitch, and then he is always very quick to step backwards off the mound. Put himself in a good position for fielding purposes. Ground ball hit to third. Subert gobbles it up. Low throw to first, but Davison picks it out of the dirt, and the side retired in order. Hillcats and Cougars tied at 2. Roger State comes to bat in the bottom of the 7th. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Leading off for the Hillcats in the bottom of the 7th inning. The center fielder, number 20, Brooks Douglas.
Roger State and Colorado Christian tied at 2. Hillcats come to bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Brooks Douglas showing bunt on the first pitch, popped up, foul territory first base side, and diving forward to make the catch, Dylan McTague. He didn't come through as a pinch hitter in the top of the 7th, but he comes through with a big defensive play there as he took over for Sam Gallegos at first.
Now batting third baseman, number 8, Matt Super.
Here's Matt Subert with 1 out. Jared Rivera misses high and inside. Well, I mentioned earlier, didn't see the stats for Jared Rivera at all this season, but it was because he was listed with a different number in previous box scores. So overall, 2 appearances actually as listed for Jared Rivera. And we'll assume that that's correct. 2 relief appearances, 5 2/3 innings, and only 3 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. So for the Hillcats to get that double off Sam Davison against Rivera last inning, that's a big hit considering what Rivera has done. Only a freshman. Pretty impressive start to his collegiate career. 3-1, he's behind in the count. And misses outside. Roger State has the go-ahead run aboard here in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. First walk in the collegiate career for Jared Rivera. There is action going on in the Colorado Christian bullpen. But Rivera's been pretty good. Bradley Degnan, the hitter for Rogers State. Shows bunt, got past him for a strike. Quick throw down to first, but not in time to get Subert. Maltby got that throw down there in plenty of time, just not on the money. McTagg had to come off the bag a little bit to get it, and it allowed Subert to slide back in safely. Subert 1 for 1, stolen base attempts in the first 4 games. 0-1 to Degnan. Lets it miss high and away. Some might call him the most dangerous hitter in the nation after the first week of the season. Hard to argue against it. 5 homers, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 16 runs driven in. Set the Hillcats single game record for RBI with 8. Gets Randall University last Thursday. Move back to first. Subert safe easily. 1-1. Misses outside. Degnan today is 2 for 3. Solid base hit to right field in the first, a bunt single in the third, and grounded out to first in the 5th. Two runs on 8 hits for both teams. 2 errors committed by Colorado Christian, none for Rogers State, and the 2-1 misses high and away. This is good stuff by Bradley Degnan. Fell down 0-1, might have felt pressured. Not the case. The 3-1 pitch, way outside. Degnan works the walk. Well done. Back-to-back walks issued by Jared Rivera.
Out the plate for second baseman, number 21, Chris Miguel.
Everyone looks content in the Colorado Christian dugout right now. Infield corners are scooted in. They might be expecting Chris Miguel to lay down a bunt here. We'll see. Here comes the first pitch. Miguel leaves it on his shoulder and takes a strike. Oh, 1. Breaking ball that just missed outside. Miguel, an RBI base hit back in the 3rd inning. 1 for 3 today. He grounded out to 3rd base in the 5th inning, his only appearance against the righty, Jared Rivera. The 1-1, big swing and a miss. Looked like a slider from Rivera. Miguel really reached for it. Down 1-2 with 1 out to tie ball game at 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Matt Subert on second. Bradley Degnan on first for Rogers State. Rivera breaks like he's going to throw to second. No play. The catcher, Austin Maltby, is going to come out and have a word with the pitcher, Rivera. And Greg Moserino, the head coach, Joe Gimble, the assistant. Both making eyes at the bullpen. And now some hand signals being sent to the Colorado Christian bullpen. Almost as if to say, speed up your work. Looked very similar to a referee calling traveling in basketball. That's what it looked like. 1-2 misses outside. Two aboard, 1 out, tied at 2. A 2-2 count to number 21. Preseason all Heartland selection, Miguel. Sharp ground ball, just foul. It missed hitting 3rd base by about a foot. Looked like it came down right next to it. Inning started with a bunt attempt that was caught on the first base side. But Matt Seward and Bradley Degnan both drawing walks against Jared Rivera. Now Chris Miguel trying to make him pay for those mistakes. Timeout called at the plate. Rivera gives a look to Seward at second, now deals, and Miguel smashes this pitch high and deep down the left field line. It's curling foul and gets out of play foul. That wind helps it a little bit curl well out of play. A lot of power on that swing from the senior second baseman. He led this team in homers a season ago with 9. Hard to hit one out today, though. Wind blowing straight in from center field right now. 2-2 pitch. High hopper to third. Brinton jumps on it, tags third, throws across the diamond to first for the double play. 5-3 on the twin killing. Each team has turned 2. The Hillcats and the Cougars tied at 2 after 7. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly.
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Working in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Justin Magstadt takes over on the mound for Rogers State as we begin this 8th inning. Tie ball game at 2. First game of a 3-game series. If this opener's any indication of how competitive this series will be, everyone in for a treat. Magstadt takes over for Landon Nealon, who faced the minimum 6 batters through 2 innings. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, 19 pitches, 12 for strikes. Good work by Landon Nealon. Here's Magstadt. Misses for ball 1 to Caleb Johnson, and now deals a breaking ball in for a strike. Johnson is 2 for 2 today. Infield single in the first, single in the 5th, laid down a sac bunt in the 3rd. Takes a strike here, 1-2 the count. Justin Magstadt for Rogers State, making his 2nd appearance of the season. 1 shutout inning with 1 strikeout and no hits and no walks in his first appearance. Doesn't get the call here. Everyone in the stadium thought he had strike 3. Instead, the count even up at 2. 6'1", 185-pound senior out of Riverside, California. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. It was down in the dirt, and Garrett Hall applies the tag to complete it. 1 down. Now Austin Maltby will step in. A bunt single to drive in a run in the 3rd for Maltby. He's popped out in his other 2 at-bats. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch. The 0-1. Driven towards left field. Jordan Garr barely has to move and makes the catch for out number 2. The infield, Sam Davison at first, Chris Miguel at second, Ishmael Orozco at short, Matt Subert down at third, Garrett Hall behind the plate. Jordan Carr, who just made the catches in left, Brooks Douglas in center, and Bradley Degnan in right field. 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the 8th inning, and Scotty Wright steps in. Right-handed hitter takes the first pitch strike on the lower inside corner from the right-hander Justin Magstad. Two hopper to third. Subert's got it. Throws to first on the money for out number 3. Roger State has retired Colorado Christian in order now in the last 3 innings. Tied at 2. We head for the bottom of the 8th inning. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Roger State and Colorado Christian tied at 2. As the Hillcats come to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning, they will see a new pitcher. Matt Fontenot takes over on the hill for the Cougars. A right-hander, Matt Fontenot, junior, 5'10", out of Centennial, Colorado. Jared Rivera, the reliever who took over for the starter Michael Cantrell, goes 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. No strikeouts, 2 walks, 54 pitches, 31 for strikes. Matt Fontenot ready to begin his outing, facing Roger State shortstop Ishmael Orozco. Shows bunt, pulls it back as the breaking ball missed way up high. Ish is 0 for 3 today. A couple of ground outs and a pop out. Missing up high, ball 2. Fontenot makes his team-leading 4th appearance of the season. 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. The numbers on Matt Fontenot. Three and 1 the count now to Ishmael Orozco. Fontenot's 3-1. Skied up, out of play. Full count to the senior, Orozco. Two-hopper back up the middle for a base hit for Ish. And the leadoff aboard for Rogers State. Hillcats had the leadoff aboard in the 3rd and 4th innings. You just knew that Orozco was going to find a way to get on base after being retired the first 3 times today. He represents the go-ahead run. Here's Jason Marley. Showing bunt. Pulled it back, but it was in for a strike anyway. Matt Fontenot last season for Colorado Christian made 10 appearances, all in relief. 8 2/3 innings. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, had a 13.50 ERA. Marley bunting this time, but the first baseman charging in, McTagg, let it drop on the ground. He throws to first to get Marley, and now they've got a Roscoe in a rundown. 3 to 4 to 6. They get 2 outs in 1 play. Oh my. That is a crafty play by Dylan McTagg. He could have caught that. He just let it go by him. And there's not much you can do if you're Ishmael Orozco. Just kind of caught in no man's land.
Number 37, Garrett Hall.
Here's Garrett Hall. Garrett Hall takes ball 1, now takes a strike. Breaking ball outside, 2-1 the count to Garrett Hall. Fouls it straight back, count even at 2. This has been a game of ups and downs. Times both of these teams have things are going their way, and then all of a sudden they turn on a dime. For Rogers State, it was some questionable calls early in this game, and now the sprinklers have come on here on the field. Now the pitcher, Fontenot, immediately steps off the mound to prevent from getting wet, as there's 3 sprinkler heads right around the pitcher's mound, and very quickly they are shut off. It's only one other time I've seen that happen here at the Diamond Sports Complex in this, my 6th season calling games here. Couldn't tell you the year or the time. I just remember it happening one other time before. No harm, no foul. 2-2 count, 2 outs to Garrett Hall, and he fouls it straight back. Garrett Hall hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, lined out in the 3rd, popped out in the 6th. Down in the dirt, it's a full count. Colorado Christian, 1 run in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd. Rogers State, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th. The high-low point for Colorado Christian was thinking they were cruising along in a 2-1 lead and then committing 2 errors in the 6th that led to that Rogers State run. And Garrett Hall works the walk. So the Hillcats have one aboard yet again here in this 8th inning.
Now heading to the plate, the first baseman, number 2, Sam Davison.
Fourth walk issued this season by Fontenot in 3 total innings pitched to date. Here is Sam Davison. 2 for 3 day, including an RBI double with 2 outs in the 6th. That has brought us to a tie game. Fastball misses up high. Good start to the season for Sam. 6 of 9 at the plate coming into the day. Add in today's numbers, 8 of 12. Fouls it back and out of play. one of 5 seniors in this Hillcat lineup. This game is now 2 hours and 2 minutes old. Pitch down in the dirt, blocked by Austin Maltby. Matt Fontenot, right-hander, deals the 2-1, high and tight. Reminder, tomorrow a doubleheader, originally scheduled for a doubleheader today, but moved to a twin bill tomorrow. First pitch at 1 o'clock, live stats here on the Hillcat Network. 3-1 pitch. Davison skies it up. Second baseman Brandon Hesselberg underneath it makes the catch. Inning over. Hillcats and Cougars tied at 2 as we head for the 9th here in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We enter the 9th inning, and the way this game's going, it might not be the last. It's tied up at 2, and these two teams seem destined to be neck and neck all day long. 9 hits for Rogers State, 8 for Colorado Christian. Cougars have committed the only 2 errors in this ballgame. That's what led to the tying Hillcat run scored in the 6th. Justin Magstad back on the hill for Rogers State. Came on as the reliever to start the 8th and sat down the Cougars in order. Facing Luke Boat to start this 9th inning. Right-handed hitter, a big swing and a miss on a pitch that was low. Boat with an RBI in the first inning. What should have went down as an RBI single went down as an RBI fielder's choice. He hit a soft liner into left center field, or a ball hit harder than probably what that really describes, but because of the wind, it just kind of hung up there and made it seem like it didn't have a lot of pace on it. The runner at first base, Scotty Wright, didn't take too big of a lead to second, and Hillcat left fielder Jordan Garr threw him out. So it officially went down as a fielder's choice. The 0-2. 2 hopper to third. Subert's got it. Throws to first. 1 down here in the 9th. Here's Cooper Gray. Right fielder in the 6th spot of the order is 1 for 3 today. CNI single back in the 4th. Snuck its way back up the middle. First pitch from Magstad down in the dirt. This is Cooper Gray's 2nd hit of the season. 2 of 17 at the plate this year, and now his 6th game. The 1-0 down in the dirt for Magstad. Landon Nealon, the Hillcat reliever who pitched the 6th and 7th innings, retired the sides in order. No strikeouts. Hillcat starter Tim Luce Scattered 8 hits across 5 innings. 2 earned runs, no strikeouts, no walks. 51 pitches, 38 for strikes. 3-0 now to Cooper Gray. And a strike on the top half of the strike zone after Gray had tossed his bat back towards his dugout. (3-1). Breaking ball that just catches the outside edge. That slider from Magstad. Beautiful pitch. And the count is full to Cooper Gray. Base is empty. Tie ball game here at the top of the ninth. Another slider. Out in front of it, Gray. A bouncing ball foul on the third base side. Justin Magstad, 23 relief appearances last year, second only to Rusty Huber, who has set a school record with 24. Slow two-hopper towards first. Davison's got it. An underhand toss to Magstad, who covers first for the out. 2 down, base is empty here in the top of the ninth, and Jerry Gallegos, the hitter. Time now for our look back at this day in Rogers State baseball history. We go back to this day in 2012, when Rogers State, who was ranked 19th in the nation in NAIA, playing at a showcase down in Texas, took on Tabor College. Gallegos skies up the first pitch. Right center field, Brooks Douglas under it and makes the catch. Rogers State defeated Tabor 10-9 that day in just a 7-inning game. Little did the Hillcats know they would face Tabor later in the year in the NAIA opening round tournament. The Hillcats defeated Tabor in the opening round championship to reach their first ever NAIA World Series. Rogers State coming to bat, tied at 2 in the bottom of the ninth. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Rogers State and Colorado Christian tied at 2 as we enter the bottom of the ninth inning. Game 1 of a 3-game series between these two. And a new pitcher for Colorado Christian, Bryce Brenton, takes over on the mound for Matt Fontenot. Third relief pitcher used this game for the Cougars. Bryce Brenton was previously the third baseman. Luke Boat, the DH, takes over at third as Bryce Brenton steps on to the mound. A junior, 5'11" out of El Paso, Texas. Bryce Brenton will make his second relief appearance of the season. Only a third of an inning pitched. He struck out the only batter he faced. Swinging at the first pitch, Jordan Garr pops it up. The shortstop, Scotty Wright, is under it. A step or two onto the grass in front of second base, and he makes the catch. 1 down here in the bottom of the ninth.
The center fielder, number 20, Brooks Douglas.
Back to the top of the order we go. Here is Brooks Douglas for Rogers State. Fastball misses down low. Douglas is 1 for 4 today. A bunt single to lead off the third inning and came around to score the first Hillcat run. Matt Fontenot's final line. 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no strikeouts, 1 walk. 20 pitches, 10 for strikes. 1-1 the count to Douglas. Working quickly as Brinton misses outside with a fastball. Off the end of the bat, a soft liner that one-hops right in front of Scotty Wright, the shortstop, and he can't field it. He got a piece of it with his glove, and that's all. Kept it in front of him, but that's plenty of time for Douglas to get to first base. And we'll see how it gets scored here at the ballpark, but will most likely be the third error of the game for Colorado Christian. Indeed it is. Error number 3. Second on the shortstop, Scotty Wright. Here's Matt Subert. Fastball misses down low. Subert 1 for 3. Walked his last time up. Douglas stole 2 bases last week in 2 attempts. See if they look to send him here. Move back to first, and Douglas slides back in safely. Interesting for Bryce Brinton, the junior. No pitching appearances last year, so this is a different role for him this year. They need his bat, they need his defense, but they need him on the mound too, as Subert one-hops through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Douglas will stop at second. Game-winning run in scoring position with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th for Rogers State. And Bradley Degnan, who was the Heartland Conference Hitter of the Week for last week's performance, is the batter. And he's had another good day today. 2 for 3, walked his last time up. He's got his instructions from head coach Chris Klimas. The pitcher Bryce Brinton gets a word from the catcher Austin Maltby. The home plate umpire Christopher Post cleans off home plate. Everyone's done what they wanted to do, and we're ready to go. Does Degnan have another big swing in his arsenal? 16 runs driven in his first 4 games. Degnan smashes this sky high. The wind will hold it up in the air. Very shallow right field. Gray running on, and about 15 feet before he got to the edge of the infield dirt, he makes the catch. That ball just continued to rise straight up in the air into that wind. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Chris Miguel, the Hillcat batter. He's in the cleanup spot for a reason, folks. 9 home runs a season to go to lead the team. Preseason All-Heartland Conference selection. He has 1 RBI today. Came back in the 3rd inning. First pitch misses up high. This inning started with Jordan Garr popping out. Brooks Douglas reaching on an error. Matt Subert with a base hit. Bradley Degnan flies out. It's down to Chris Miguel. The 1-0. Breaking ball outside and in the dirt. Blocked by Maltby, who lost it after he made the block and quickly finds it. It was right underneath him. Runners stay put. 2-0 count to Miguel. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 1 high hop to third. Luke Boats got it, steps on third, and the side is retired. We're headed for extra innings in Claremore. Rogers State and Colorado Christian tied up at 2. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hillcat Basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat Sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Now at the plate, the pitcher, #4, Bryce Brenton.
So we begin extra innings here in Claremore. Hillcats and Cougars tied up at 2. And here is the relief pitcher, Bryce Brenton, who started this game as the third baseman for Colorado Christian. Right-handed hitter takes a first pitch strike against Hillcat right-handed reliever Justin Magstad, who comes on for now his third inning. Big swing and a miss. Brenton down 0-2. He's 0 for 3 at the plate today. A couple of ground outs and a pop out. Ground ball towards short. Orozco scoops it up. Long throw to first, but he makes it 1 down. Magstad, 21 pitches, 16 for strikes in the 2 innings.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 19, Dylan McTague.
Here's Dylan McTague. Left-handed hitter. Takes a first pitch strike. McTague in the 9th spot in the order. Pinch hit for Sam Gallegos back in the 7th. He grounded out to first. Made a sharp play, though, in the bottom of the 7th inning. Diving for a ball. And he just goes around here. Down 0-2 on a pitch that was down in the dirt from Magstad. Sharp ground ball to first. Davison just sits on it and keeps it in front of him. Knocked it down with his chest. Well done, Sam, and he picks it up and touches first for the out. To the top of the order, Brandon Hesselberg. As mentioned earlier, tomorrow live stats for the doubleheader here on the Hillcat Network, but no audio or video broadcast, as I myself and other resources will be at Rogers State's final home basketball game of the season. Rogers State women and men taking on Dallas Baptist. Was a little bit down when I saw this series move to a doubleheader tomorrow, because that meant less baseball I get to see. And we're getting extras here in game 1 of this series after all. 1-1 count to Hesselberg. Swings, skies it up into left field. Jordan Garr settles under it, 20 feet in fair territory, and makes the catch. Justin Magstad has faced 9 batters. He's retired 9 batters. Hillcats and Cougars tied at 2 as we head for the bottom of the 10th here in Claremore. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
With 11 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities in NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Up at 2 with Colorado Christian. Ishmael Orozco to lead things off for the Hillcats. Got on base for the first time today. To lead off the bottom of the 8th with a base hit. Ultimately retired on a twin killing. Takes ball 1. The 1-0 from Bryce Britton. High and tight. (2-0). Just caught the bottom edge for a strike. Britton came on as the third reliever in this game for Colorado Christian. Orozco swinging a drive to deep left field. This ball drifting back, hanging in the wind. It's going to one hop to the wall. Orozco cruising into second with a double. What a way to start off the bottom of the 10th for the Hillcats and Ishmael Orozco.
Now to play the designated hitter, number 10, Jason Mooney.
Now where does your strategy turn here if you are the Hillcats? With the winning run at second and no outs, do you try to get him over to third? Colorado Christian is certainly thinking that that is a very real possibility. The infield playing way in. First baseman McTague jogs up 6 steps onto the grass. Laying down the bunt is Marley. It's bobbled by Luke Boat, the third baseman, and there's no play at first. Hanging at second base is Orozco. He never moved. That's an error charge to the third baseman, Boat. But it doesn't really make necessarily a whole lot of difference for Rogers State since you don't advance the runner. Doesn't matter how many runners you get aboard here. The only difference it really makes is if for some reason Orozco was to be picked off or retired in another way, you've still got a base runner. Here's Garrett Hall, swing and a miss at the first pitch. Infield still playing in. First baseman McTague way up on the grass. Third baseman Boat right at the edge of the grass. We're in the bottom of the 10th inning, tied up at 2, no outs. Bouncing ball to the plate, Maltby. Superb defensive effort from the catcher Maltby today as he blocks another. Junior from Gilbert, Arizona. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Hall is 0 for 2 today. Was hit once and drew a walk his last time to the plate. Just need to find a way to advance the runners. 1-2, foul back and out of play. This ball game now 2 hours and 25 minutes old. Long stare from Bryce Britton. The right-hander deals the 1-2, and it's high and tight. The 2-2 to Garrett Hall. Bounces again, and one more time. Maltby is on it to hold the runners. The way this game started out today with drama in the first inning, Colorado Christian loaded the bases. The Hillcats had a great chance to score, didn't get a call. They thought they had. You just had a feeling it was going to be drama-filled all day. Hall swings at the 3-2, lifted up into shallow center field. Drifting over to his left, Jerry Gallegos makes the catch for out number 1, and the runners stay where they're at. Ishmael Orozco at second, Jason Marley at first.
Now at the plate for first baseman, number 2, Sam Davison. Number 2.
Sam Davison, 2 for 4 today, including a 2-out RBI double to tie this game up in the 6th inning. Popped out his last time up. Timeout at the plate called by Davison after Britton led a long stare into the home plate area. Never looked back at the runners. He gives a look to Orozco at second and deals the first pitch down in the dirt. Ball 1 to Davison. Two runs, 11 hits, no errors for Rogers State. 2 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors for Colorado Christian. The second Hillcat run was aided by 2 errors. And a strike dealt in to even the count at 1. Cougars got their runs in the 1st and 3rd innings. Hillcats in the 3rd and the 6th. Britton will step off the mound. Davison will step out of the box. Rogers State 4-0 on the year. Colorado Christian 1-4 coming in. They played a difficult schedule in Arizona to open up their first week of play. 1-1, misses up high. Rogers State won a 3-game series against Colorado Christian last season right here at the Diamond Sports Complex. Bryce Britton was here for every inning. Not as a pitcher in any of those, though. And the 2-1 is way up high. Hillcats won all 3 games. Davison waiting on the pitcher, Britton, who steps off the mound, and head coach Greg Musarino will now make his way out to the mound along with the catcher, Austin Maltby. There is action in the Colorado Christian bullpen. It's been going on for a while. And now the assistant athletic trainer, Jeff Payton, for Rogers State will come out to the mound to make sure there's no kind of injury issue. He's going to look at the right shoulder of Bryce Britton. So Michael Cantrell, the starting pitcher for Colorado Christian, went 3 innings, started the 4th, and Sam Davison, who is the current batter for Rogers State, got a hit off of him on the first pitch of the 4th, and that was the end of Cantrell's day. Jared Rivera came on and gave Colorado Christian 4 good innings, only 1 hit. He was the pitcher on the mound when the unearned run crossed. No strikeouts and 2 walks. Then Matt Fontenot pitched the 8th. Gave up 1 hit, no runs. And Bryce Britton came on to pitch the 9th. And his defense has not helped him out a whole lot. They committed an error in the 9th. They've committed an error here in the 10th. Also, after looking at the right shoulder of Britton, assistant athletic trainer for Rogers State, Jeff Payton, steps off the mound, and he and Greg Musarino, along with the umpire, Christopher Post, will watch Bryce Britton throw a practice pitch. And now they'll decide what they want to do. Greg Musarino takes the ball from Britton. And now he's going to have a talk with him. And they'll send him off. Better safe than sorry. Player safety, #1 priority. Hillcat assistant athletic trainer Jeff Payton will walk off the field with him and perhaps give him some further treatment or examinations. We'll give time to the new pitcher to warm up and tell you who it is when we return. Rogers State and Colorado Christian tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Hillcats have runners aboard with 1 out. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we could just spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
There's a look at the new pitcher for Colorado Christian, Scotty Wright, previously playing shortstop. So he becomes the second left side infielder to take over on the mound. Bryce Brinton, we wish him the very best as he came off of the mound and looked like he might have had some shoulder issues with the right shoulder, the throwing shoulder. So Scotty Wright comes in from shortstop. The second baseman, Brandon Hesselberg, shifts over to short. And the new second baseman is Mikhail Doherty, who takes over the spot in the order for Bryce Brinton, who was in the 8th spot in the hitting lineup for Colorado Christian. Here's the situation. Tied at 2. We're in the bottom of the 10th inning. Rogers State has runners on first and second, 1 out, and it is a 3-1 count that Scotty Wright inherits from Bryce Brinton. The batter is Sam Davison. He's already got 2 hits today. And a long wait for him to see the 3-1 pitch. Calls timeout right before Scotty Wright delivers it. Boy, we just can't get this 3-1 pitch in. Beautiful day here in Claremore. The wind blowing strong in from center and right center field. But a warmer day for February 10th and sunshine here in Claremore. Now the 3-1. Down low, ball 4. Sam Davison works the walk. From a statistical standpoint, that is Bryce Brinton's walk, even though Scotty Wright was the pitcher who dealt in ball 4. If a relief pitcher comes on and there were already 2 balls in the count, it is the previous pitcher's walk. Here's Jordan Garr, bases loaded, 1 out. Garr takes the first pitch, a fastball up high, ball 1. 0 for 4 today is Jordan Garr. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Scotty Wright, right-hander, deals the 1-1. Garr pops it up out of play right side. Last season with the bases loaded, Jordan Garr was 6 of 15 for a .400 average. The 1-2, breaking ball left way inside. Gar has to duck down to avoid it. Conference at the mound now. Austin Maltby, the catcher, and the shortstop, Brandon Hesselberg. Umpire Christopher Post out to break that up. Maltby back behind the plate. Gar steps in. The senior trying to win it for Rogers State. Bases juice, tied at 2, bottom of the 10th. 1 out, 2-2 pitch down in the dirt. The tension just keeps building here at the Diamond Sports Complex. It's a full count. Long stare from Scotty Wright. Crowd chanting starts to heat up. Payoff pitch. Gar skies it up. The shortstop, Hesselberg, is under it. Steps in on the grass, makes the catch. We are still tied at 2. What a game this has been. Back to the top of the order. Brooks Douglas will step in for Rogers State. 1 for 5 today as Douglas, a bunt single to lead off the 3rd. First pitch, fastball, misses outside. Already 8 RBI in the first 4 games of the season for the leadoff man, Brooks Douglas. 1-0. Foul tip finds the catcher's mitt. Evens the count at 1. This is the second relief appearance this season, by the way, for Scotty Wright. He has not given up a run. Pitched 1 inning, no hits, struck out 4. Strike 2 dealt in. I kid you not, the stat line reads 1 inning pitched and 4 strikeouts, and if you're a baseball junkie, then you wonder, how could that be? The only way it could be is a drop third strike occurred. If that stat line is indeed accurate, you can have as many drop third strikes for strikeouts and not get out of an inning. Fastball outside, evens the count at 2. Two-two pitch, fouled straight back. Why would we get anything else but another full count? This is the 3rd full count of the inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Hillcats trying to win it. Brooks Douglas, the newcomer. Payoff pitch. Or the 2-2 rather, beg your pardon. And just missed outside. Now it's a full count. The crowd can't believe it. Scotty Wright digs in. Runners start to take their leads on the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We are headed for the 11th here in Claremore. What a game. Hillcats 2, Cougars 2. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
Rogers State and Colorado Christian all tied up at 2, and we are headed for the 11th inning here in Claremore. The new pitcher for Rogers State is Rusty Huber. Preseason All-American. He was an all-region selection a year ago, all-conference selection. And if you're a preseason All-American, you do the backwards math on it. He's also a preseason all-region and all-conference selection for the Hillcats. The all-time career saves leader for Rogers State. Huber pitching to Caleb Johnson, who swings at the first pitch and lines it foul down the left field side. Johnson's had himself a good day today. Couple of hits. He is 2 for 3 and has also laid down a sacrifice bunt. Rusty Huber, the senior, takes over for Justin Magstad. The relief pitching today for Rogers State has been unbelievable. There's that patented cutter from Rusty Huber and a swing and a miss from Johnson. Oh-2, high and tight. Justin Magstad gives the Hillcats 3 innings. No hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. 30 pitches, 24 of those for strikes. Sharp ground ball, back up the middle, sneaks through for a base hit. For Rusty Huber, this is his second appearance of the season. Pitched 1 shutout inning, struck out 2, no hits, no walks last week. Here is Austin Maltby. Showing bunt right out of the gate. Holds it out there. It is a bunt. Hubert off the mound to field it to his right. On the third base side, throws to first in time for the out. Davison had to step into foul territory to bring it in, but he kept his foot on the bag long enough. 1-3 on the sacrifice bunt put out. Go-ahead run, Caleb Johnson standing on second, and the cleanup hitter is Scotty Wright. Previously the shortstop, and took over at pitcher in the bottom of the 10th and got out of the jam. A bases loaded jam with 1 out. Huber, first pitch to Wright. The cutter breaks outside for ball 1. Wright with a base hit in the first is 0 for 3 since then. Cutter breaks outside again. By the way, that leadoff hit for Caleb Johnson, first base runner for Colorado Christian since the 5th inning. Landon Nealon and Justin Magstad did not allow a base runner between the two of them from inning 6 through 10. Unbelievable. And overall, 17 straight Cougars had been retired. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Cougars had 8 hits through the first 5 innings, and none since the one by Johnson, who stands on second base. 3-1 the count now. Sam Davison at first for Rogers State, Chris Miguel at second, Ishmael Orozco the shortstop. Matt Subert down at third. Garrett Hall behind the plate. The 3-1 pitch. Cutter misses outside, ball 4. You might have heard chants from the crowd. Some educated fans in the stands. They immediately said, gives you the force out option, and then another echoed with or a double play ball. Hillcats have already turned 2 double plays today. They've done it in 2 separate manners. Here's Luke Both, the DH, and moved to third base after the third base spot was emptied out by Bryce Brinton, who came on to pitch. Swing and a miss at the first pitch, Luke Both. Drove in a run in the first inning. Overall, he is 0 for 4 today. Should have been a base hit in the first, but a rare fielder's choice put out on a force out from the outfield. 0-1. Strike at the knees on the inside edge. Caleb Johnson 1 for 2 on stolen base attempts through 5 games this season, in case you're wondering if he might take off from second. Timeout at the plate. Looked like Boat was rubbing his eyes a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me with that strong wind blowing in. Bound to get some dirt or something in the batter's eyes at some point today. 0-2 pitch from Huber. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hall throws down to first. Not in time, but a close play as Scotty Wright slid back in head first safely. So Huber gave up a base hit to start this 11th. Sacrifice bunt advanced Johnson to second. He walks Scotty Wright, but he strikes out Luke Boat. 2 down. The batter is Cooper Gray. We're tied at 2. We're in the top of the 11th. Game 1 of a 3-game series. First pitch misses outside to Cooper Gray. 1 for 4 today is the Cougar right fielder, Cooper Gray. C&I single up the middle back in the 4th inning. Very similar to Caleb Johnson's hit to start off this 11th. Huber's 1-0, fouled straight back. This game was cruising along with not a lot of runs. We were moving along very quickly, and now this ball game is 2 hours and 50 minutes old. A reminder, tomorrow's doubleheader will begin at 1 o'clock. 7-inning affair followed by a 9-inning game. Huber's 1-1, swing and a miss. 1 strike away from working out of this little jam. Record-setting season for Rusty Huber last year. Most appearances in a season for Roger State with 24, a 1.50 ERA. 12 saves, which broke the single season and career saves record. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. That cutter had Cooper Gray fooled. Roger State will come to the plate with another chance to win it in the bottom of the 11th, tied at 2. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the 2 of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the 2 of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Is for the Cougars, moving from shortstop to second base, number 2, Fred Hesselberg. Going from pitcher to shortstop, number 25, Scotty Wright. And now on the mound, number 38, Alex Green.
We enter the bottom of the 11th inning here in Claremore. Roger State and Colorado Christian tied up at 2. Hillcats out hitting the Cougars 11-9. And the Cougars have committed 4 errors in this game. Roger State, no miscues. Changes in the infield. Scotty Wright is back to shortstop. He came on as the relief pitcher in the bottom of that 10th inning. He inherited a 3-1 count. Ultimately issued a walk to Sam Davison that statistically is not his walk, though. And then he got Jordan Garr to pop out and Brooks Douglas to strike out. And that's it for Scotty Wright. So 2/3 of an inning in relief effort. And now he gives way to Alex Ginn, sophomore right-hander, 6'3" out of Coral Springs, Florida. He is the new pitcher for Colorado Christian. Alex Ginn will make his 4th relief appearance of the season. He's given the Cougars 3 innings in relief, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Overall, a 12.00 ERA. Facing the 2-3-4 hitters, Matt Subert misses with a high fastball on the first pitch. Brandon Hesselberg shifts back to second base from shortstop, and your third baseman is still Luke Boat. Strike dealt in now to Subert. 1-1 the count. Again, kicks and fires, misses down low. Again, has not been the pitcher of record in any games this year. Overall, the final line for Scotty Wright, 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. 2-2 pitch from Ginn. Subert skies it up down the right field line. Shallow territory. Running on, Cooper Gray makes the catch. 1 down. Bradley Degnan swings at the first pitch. This ball driven to deep right field. Running towards the wall, Cooper Gray, and 10 feet in front of the wall makes the catch. Out number 2. Anyone who saw Degnan play last week, anytime he hits it with any sort of power to right field, you're going to get a little bit excited. 2 down here in the bottom of the 11th. Here's Chris Miguel. Fastball for a strike on the first pitch. Miguel is 1 for 5 today, an RBI base hit back in the 3rd inning. That drove in Roger State's first run. 0-1. Fastball on the outside edge. Alex Ginn, the sophomore, buries 1 in the dirt, 1-2 the count. Made 17 appearances last season as a freshman, including a couple of starts, a 6.35 ERA and 28 1/3 innings pitched. Roger State saw him as a reliever last year in the first game of the series, a 4-2 Hillcat win. 2 2/3 innings, gave up no runs. Just 1 hit, 1-2, misses outside. Roger State swept the 3-game series last year. Very similar weather as today. Temperatures were in the low 70s and a windy day. 2-2, fouled straight back and out of play. Breaking ball down in the dirt outside. Payoff pitch. Miguel, sharp one hopper, scooped up by Boat. He backhanded it and makes the long throw to first in time for out number 3. Sharp play by the third baseman, Luke Boat. Hillcats retired in order. And the Hillcats and the Cougars remain tied at 2 as we head for the 12th inning here in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we could just spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
We enter the 12th inning. That's right, inning number 12 here in Claremore. First game of a 3-game series between Rogers State and Colorado Christian. Second all-time series meeting. Rogers State swept the 3-game series last year. Here's Jerry Gallegos to lead things off. 7th spot in the order as Hillcat right-handed reliever Rusty Huber back onto the mound. Gave up a leadoff base hit in the 11th that broke up a stretch of 17 consecutive hitters retired. They put that base runner in scoring position with a sac bunt. Huber then issued a walk, but he struck out the next 2 batters to get out of the inning. 0-1 pitch to Gallegos. Driven towards the gap in left center. This ball has a tail on it. It's into the gap. Gallegos rounds first and cruises into second with a leadoff double. Second hit of the day for the center fielder, Jerry Gallegos. What a hitter he was a season ago, 355. Really struggling through the first 5 games, though, coming in, was just 1 of 15 at the plate. And the way he hit last year, you knew that that wouldn't last for long. Now 2 hits today. Everyone but the shortstop for Rogers State is playing in, expecting the bunt from Alex Ginn, the pitcher. And if you're wondering why the pitcher is batting, it's just with all the lineup changes, that's the way it worked out. The situation for Alex Ginn, who came in to make his 4th relief appearance. No at-bats this season. No at-bats last season. This is Alex Ginn's first collegiate at-bat. And he takes a strike on the first pitch, favoring towards the bunt. Huber deals and misses down low. Davis and the first baseman cheats way in. Bunt is laid down, hopping towards the mound. Hubert off the mound to get it, picks it up, throws to first, and they get the out, but Alex Ginn did exactly what was asked of him, advancing Jerry Gallegos down to third base.
Brings up number 19, Dylan McTague.
Dylan McTague takes his third at bat now. He's grounded out to first in both of his previous at bats. And the Hillcat infield playing in on the edge of the grass now as the first pitch misses down low. If one gets through, so be it. But the Hillcats are going to try to scoop up a ground ball and hold that runner at third or throw him out at the plate. That's pending that the ball is put into play. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Huber is used to tight situations. As good of a season as he had last year, it was not easy. He didn't come in and necessarily have cakework by any stretch. Had some really, really tough save opportunities that he had to get. And in this situation, of course, trying to just keep this game tied. Deals in another strike. 1-2 the count. Infield can return to normal depth if Huber can get the strikeout here. One, two. Low and outside. Huber might have been trying to get McTague to chase it. First appearance of the season for McTague in these two at-bats today. He's choked up a little bit on the bat, about a hand length between his bottom hand and the butt of the bat. Takes one up high. It's a full count to Dylan McTague. 2-2 your score here in the top of the 12th inning. Rogers State and Colorado Christian. Go-ahead run on third base. Jerry Gallegos, who doubled to start this inning. Huber's payoff. Line foul, right field side. Another payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. That's okay. Same situation as the 11th. First base open. Walk the batter. You were trying to get the out, of course. Would have been nice, but not the worst thing in the world. You put that runner aboard on first. You might have a force or a double play opportunity. Second walk issued by Rusty Huber. Back to the top of the order. Here's Brandon Hesselberg. Hits in his first two at-bats, then was hit by a pitch, and he's 0 for 2 since. Showing bunt, held it out there, and the cutter came way outside and low. Garrett Hall, good job to just bring it in. Strike one. Underlying storylines in every pitch. It was outside. Was Hall going to hang on? Did Hesselberg keep the bat out there long enough? 0-1. Hesselberg pops it up off the inside of the bat. Miguel dives for it in shallow right. He won't get there. He falls in. Degnan picks it up, fires a missile home. It's over the head of Hall. Huber dives for it as it hit off the backstop to try to get it, and it rolls up the first baseline as one is in to score, and everyone else advances up a base. Colorado Christian has taken the lead 3-2. As Gallegos came in to score, he had to wait to see if Miguel was going to get it. And as Degnan came up on it, his throw home was high. I don't know if it would have been in time anyway.
Now, support number 3, Caleb Johnson.
So here's Caleb Johnson, still just one out. Runners on second and third, and the infield all playing in right at the edge of the grass. Can't allow any further damage here. Huber deals, Johnson swings and fouls it straight back. He was the batter to lead off the 11th that got a seeing eye single off of Rusty Huber up the middle. swing and a miss. Johnson down, 0-2. Hillcats need this strikeout. 0-2, down in the dirt. Might have been a purpose pitch. Seeing if Johnson would chase. Still a little bit more interesting than what you would like. A 3-2 lead for Colorado Christian here in the top of the 12th inning. One-two, fouled back and out of play. Inning started with a double by Jerry Gallegos, moved to third on a sacrifice bunt by Alex Ginn, who took his first ever plate appearance in college. Dylan McTague walked. Brandon Hesselberg with the RBI, base hit to right field. 1-2, misses outside. What a game this has been. Exciting from the very first inning. 2-2. Again, fouled out of play, back to the right. Rusty Huber, the fourth Hillcat pitcher in this game. Tim Luce, the starter, went 5. Landon Nealon pitched the 6th and the 7th. Justin Magstadt pitched innings 8, 9, and 10. The 2-2, missing low and away. Second batter to work a full count this inning. Hillcat infield all in on the grass, ready to throw home if they need to. Payoff pitch, called strike 3. Huber just catches the lower half, not to the liking of Caleb Johnson. Third strikeout for Rusty Huber. And now Austin Maltby, the batter. Infield now returns to normal depth, needing just 1 out to get to the bottom of the 12th inning. Hillcats will have some work to do offensively. They're hoping it's not any more work than what they already see ahead of them. Down 3-2. Maltby swings and fouls the first pitch straight back. 1 for 4 today as Maltby laid down a sacrifice bunt last inning. Huber deals the 0-1. Maltby, soft liner towards center. Running on, Douglas makes the catch. Side retired. Colorado Christian gets 1. RBI hit from Brandon Hesselberg puts the Cougars ahead 3-2. Roger State coming to bat in the bottom of the 12th. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hillcat Basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat Sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Rogers State will come to bat in the bottom of the 12th inning after Colorado Christian plates one in the top half to take a 3-2 lead. Each team with 11 hits. Colorado Christian with 4 errors, Rogers State with 1. And Alex Ginn will retake the mound. He was instrumental in getting that one run across the plate in his first collegiate plate appearance. Alex Ginn, the sophomore right-handed pitcher, lays down a sacrifice bunt. Move that go-ahead run down to third base, Jerry Gallegos. Rogers State has the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here in the bottom of the 12th. Here is Ishmael Orozco, who started off the day 0 for 3, but has a single and a double in innings 8 and 10. First pitch hits him in the left shoulder. He tried to turn out of the way, and it just brushed past him, the left shoulder tricep area. Good start for the Hillcats. First batter that Ginn has hit this season in 4 innings pitched. Here's Jason Marley. Shows bunt, puts it back on his shoulder. Jumps on it, pops it up, first base side, drifting foul. This will get out of play easily. If you're wondering about Orozco on the base paths, he did not attempt to steal a base in the Hillcats' first 4 games. And last season, they did not send him too much either. The pitch to Marley, showing bunt. Tried to pull it back. Called for a strike, strike 2. Last season for Orozco, 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts. So not a high probability that you would see Orozco take off here, but you never know. Marley down 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Alex Ginn gets the strikeout. One down with Orozco standing on first. Brings Garrett Hall to the plate. First pitch down in the dirt. Maltby throws his mask off to locate it. And ready to fire down to second should Orozco try to take off. Hall is 0 for 3 today, but he's been on base twice. Was hit and drew a walk. 1-0. Right down Main Street. We're in the bottom of the 12th. Rogers State trailing Colorado Christian 3-2. 1 out, 1 on. And the 1-1 pitch just missed outside. Garrett Hall nearly had a base hit in the 3rd inning. Great contact, but lined out to center field with the bases loaded. 2-1 pitch. Hall, sharp one-hopper that sneaks past the glove of Hesselberg at second. Orozco safe at second and Hall safe at first. That thing was smoked, and Hesselberg just got his glove in front of it after it took that first hop. And it was all he could do just to get a piece of it and prevent it from rolling into the outfield and past him, which would have allowed Orozco maybe to take off for third. We'll see how that gets scored officially. Here is Sam Davison. 1 out. Tying run on second, winning run on first. First pitch strike to Davison. 2 for 4 with a walk for Sam Davison. His RBI double with 2 outs in the 6th tied this game at 2, and we remain that way until the 1 run in the top of this 12th inning by Colorado Christian. They lead at 3-2. Down in the dirt, Maltby blocks it. Runners stay put after thinking about it for a moment. And by the way, that did go down as a hit for Garrett Hall. Right-handed sophomore Alex Ginn with a long stare, looking at his catcher Maltby, getting his sign, doesn't like it, steps off the rubber. Davison will step out of the box. Awaiting a 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball, missing down low. Roger State has Derek Brumble on deck. Scheduled batter Jordan Garr in the 9 spot. Derek Brumble in the on-deck circle. Two-one. Davison skies it up down the right field line. Foul territory, drifting out of play, and will get out of play. It evens the count at 2, and the drama continues to build here in Claremore. Roger State 4-0 on the season. Colorado Christian comes in at 1-4. Hillcats trying to take the first game of this 3-game series. Doubleheader for tomorrow. Scheduled for 1 o'clock first pitch. Doubleheader originally scheduled for today. Here's the 2-2. Outside in the dirt, Maltby, he has been pristine behind the plate today. He has blocked everything that's come his way and kept it in front of him. Full count to Sam Davison. Hillcats down 3-2 here in the bottom of the 12th. Runners on first and second. 1 out, full count to the senior, Sam Davison. They'll ask for timeout at the plate. Granted by the home plate ump, Christopher Post. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch, and it hits Davison in the back. That one gets away from Alex Ginn. Pegged him between the shoulder blades. And Derek Brumble, the batter, with the bases loaded and 1 out. Chris Klimas will come in and have a brief word with Derek Brumble. Second batter that Alex Ginn has hit here in the bottom of the 12th inning. Brumble saw action in 2 games last week, including 1 start. 0 for 5 at the plate. Did draw 1 walk and ended up scoring a couple of runs. Well, we're going to see a pitcher change before we're going to find out what happens. Tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys, it ain't rocket science. It ain't physics. It's pizza. And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
There's the new pitcher for Colorado Christian, number 21, Owen Harris, takes over for Alex Ginn on the mound. Owen Harris for Colorado Christian, a senior right-hander, 5'9", out of Tyler, Texas, transfer from Briarcliff University. Roger State down 3-2 here in the bottom of the 12th. One out, Hillcats have the bases loaded, and the pinch hitter is Derek Brumble. 0 for 5 to start his Hillcat career. He does have one walk. That would work here for the Hillcats if it happens. Here's the first pitch for Harris. Brumble swings and drives it to deep left. This ball curling. It's a foul ball. Boy, he gave it a ride. An unbelievable ride. Nearly a walk-off grand slam, but foul by about 15 feet down the left field line. Welcome to the game, Owen Harris. That will make you a little bit nervous, I'm sure, no matter who you are, when you're greeted with a swing like that. Hillcats need 1 to tie, 2 to win it. The 0-1. Breaking ball outside. Brumble chased after it. Falls down 0-2. Owen Harris making his third relief appearance of the season. 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. You could say he's been a reliable arm in the early stages of this season. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Same pitch. Slider outside. Brumble chased after it. Two outs and back to the top of the order. Here is Brooks Douglas. Douglas is 1 for 6 today. First pitch skied up in the infield. Running on, the first baseman McTague makes the catch next to the pitcher's mound, and this game is over. Rogers State has the bases loaded up on 2 occasions in extra innings with just 1 out, and not able to come through with the swing they need. Colorado Christian comes into Claremore and opens this 3-game series with a 3-2 win in 12 innings. Hillcats finish with 12 hits, Colorado Christian with 11. The Cougars commit 4 errors. Rogers State commits 1. This one will sting for a little while for the Hillcats, but they'll be back to action quickly tomorrow with a 1 o'clock first pitch in the doubleheader. Post-game show coming your way next. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we could just spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. A stinging loss for the Hillcats, 3-2 in 12 innings to the Colorado Christian Cougars. This game was an awfully wild one to not soon be forgotten, but the Hillcats will try to shake it off as they'll play a doubleheader against this Colorado Christian team tomorrow. First pitch, 1 o'clock for a 7-inning game, and game 2 will be a 9-inning matchup. Reminder, live stats tomorrow right here on the Hillcat Network. No live audio or video coverage as Rogers State basketball plays their final home game of the season, so myself and our resources will be at the Claremore Expo Center for Claremore basketball and Senior Day. Well, for Rogers State, they fell behind early in this game. A run in the top of the first inning for Colorado Christian. Brandon Hesselberg, the leadoff batter, with a base hit after he fell behind 0-2 in the count to Hillcat starter Tim Luce. He dropped a soft line drive off the inside of the bat into shallow left field. Caleb Johnson with an infield single to follow. After an out recorded, Scotty Wright dropped a soft line drive into left field to load up the bases. And then Luke Boat with a line drive into left center field that fell in to score 1 run, but ultimately it goes down as a fielder's choice because the left fielder Jordan Garr threw back to second quick enough to get Scotty Wright on the force out. So it went down as a fielder's choice RBI for Luke Boat. And Cooper Gray retired on a fielder's choice to end the first inning. Hillcats get out of that first after giving up 1 run. Rogers State was in good shape in the first, thought they might get that run back and maybe more as Matt Subert had a 1-out base hit. He would move to second and head for third on Bradley Degnan's base hit, but he was called out at third base, which looked awfully like he was safe, which would have put runners at the corners for the Hillcats with only 1 out, but they end up getting out of that first with no runs. Top of the third, Colorado Christian would get another. A leadoff double by Brandon Hesselberg, moved to third on a sac bunt by Caleb Johnson, and then scored on a bunt by Austin Maltby to make it 2-0. For the Hillcats, they would score their first run in the bottom of the third. Brooks Douglas with a bunt single to lead things off. Bradley Degnan with a bunt single as well with 1 out to put 2 aboard, and then Chris Miguel on a 2-2 pitch drove in the first run of the game for the Hillcats to score Brooks Douglas to make it 2-1. And then in the 6th, Jason Marley reached on an error with 1 out. With 2 outs, Sam Davison with a RBI double to tie the game at 2. And then in extra innings in the 12th, a double by Jerry Gallegos to lead things off. He was advanced to third on a sac bunt on Alex Ginn's first ever collegiate plate appearance. He was the pitcher, and due to some wacky stuff in the lineup, they brought him in, and he advanced Gallegos to third. He then came in to score on a soft liner by Brandon Hesselberg, dropped into right center field. And the Hillcats rally attempt comes up short in the 12th. Bases loaded up, 1 out. They bring in Owen Harris. He strikes out Derek Brumble and then gets Brooks Douglas to pop out to end the game. Final score, 3-2. We'll bring in the head coach, Chris Klimas. And, Coach, I know this had to have been a stinging loss, but first, what did you say to your team after the game?
Well, we had so many opportunities. When you get 12, 13 hits, 12 hits, and they make 4 errors and you only score 2 runs, that's bad math. You got to find a way to win those ball games. You got to find a way to score more than 2 runs. And it all came down to bad situational at-bats with runners on third and less than 2 outs. Wind blowing in from right center field, ball's not going to go anywhere, and I think we had 14 fly ball outs or somewhere around there. That's unacceptable. We can't do that. That's something that we take a tremendous amount of pride in, working good situational at-bats, and we just did not do that. We had no business winning that game.
When we focus on maybe one of the good things about today, Coach, the loss, of course, is what it is, but the bullpen from Landon Nealon and Justin Magstad, almost unbelievable today. Those 2 guys come in and not only pitched 5 shutout innings, but there was a stretch where 17 consecutive batters were retired.
Yeah, they did a really nice job, and Rusty did a nice job. The double and the left center gap and then the flare, they got the bloop when they needed it, and we didn't get good contact with runners in scoring position. But I thought the bullpen did a tremendous job. I thought pitching all around. Luce wasn't sharp. He got hit a little bit, but he minimized and kept us in the game and gave us a chance. And then the bullpen, they did a nice job. We pitched well enough to win that game. We just gave it away offensively. You mentioned the loop single there in extra innings, and it was kind of the same situation in the first. Luce had the leadoff batter in the game. Brandon Hesselberg down in the count, 0-2, and just a ball off the inside of the bat that found a home. Yeah, and when the wind's blowing in like that, like day like today, that's going to happen. whoever makes the most mistakes or gets a break when they need it, gets a big break, that's going to make that's a lot of times going to make the difference in the game, and that's what happened today. But like I said, we should have never been in that situation. We had so many opportunities and just didn't find a way to capitalize. So it's on us. We own that one.
It'll be a very quick turnaround tomorrow, Coach, to the 1 o'clock first pitch of tomorrow's doubleheader. In a situation like this, do you hope that they remember this for a revenge factor tomorrow, or just get it out of their heads as quick as possible and start a new day?
Well, you got to in this game you got to have a short memory because you turn around and you play the next day. They got their best 2 arms going tomorrow, so we're going to have our hands full. So for us, I think it's an early season gut check time because there's no question that we should have won that game if we get a couple of quality at bats when we need them, and we just didn't do it. So tomorrow we're going to find out a lot about our team, I think.
Coach, gracious with your time as always, no matter what. We appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Good luck tomorrow. That's the head coach, Chris Klimas. Final score, Rogers State falls 3-2 in 12. We'll wrap it up when we return here at the Diamond Sports Complex in Claremore. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
Back on the Hillcat postgame show, once again your final score, Rogers State loses a tough one to Colorado Christian 3-2 in 12 innings. Rogers State out-hits the Cougars 12-11. Colorado Christian commits 4 errors, Rogers State commits 1. Special thanks to the head coach, Chris Klimas. Gracious with his time, as always, no matter what the result. He is not a fair-weather coach. Always comes to talk to us after the games, no matter what the result. Appreciate that greatly, Coach. The Hillcats, their first loss of the season, now 4-1, while Colorado Christian claims their second win. They are now 2-4 on the season. Your final pitching stats in this game for the Hillcats: the loss is dealt out to Rusty Huber. He is 0-1 on the season. 2 innings pitched for Rusty Huber, 3 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. And the winning pitcher goes to Alex Ginn, his first win of the year, 1-0. And a save to Owen Harris, who came on in relief to retire the final 2 batters. His first save of the season for Owen Harris. Starter for Colorado Christian was Michael Cantrell. He pitched the first 3 innings and then came on in the 4th before he was replaced by Jared Rivera. He has the longest outing, going 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 unearned run, no strikeouts, and 2 walks after he took over for the starter Cantrell, who scattered 7 hits, gave up 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Matt Fontenot pitched the 8th inning for Colorado Christian, 1 hit, no runs, no strikeouts, and a walk. Bryce Britton pitched the 9th and into the 10th a little bit, 2 hits, no runs, no strikeouts, no walks. Scotty Wright came on for Britton, who appeared to have some shoulder discomfort in his right arm, his throwing arm. Scotty Wright finished off the 10th inning. Alex Ginn came on and pitched the 11th and then started the 12th. He only surrenders 1 hit, 1 strikeout. He also hit 2 batters. And then Owen Harris retired the only 2 batters he faced to get out of a bases-loaded jam and give the win to Colorado Christian. For Rogers State, the starter Tim Luce, 5 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, no strikeouts, no walks. Tim Luce threw 51 pitches in this game, and of those 51, 38 for strikes. Landon Nealon pitched the 6th and 7th innings, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs. Same for Justin Magstad, who pitched 3 innings, 30 pitches, 24 of those for strikes. And then Rusty Huber for Rogers State, 2 innings pitched, surrendered 3 hits, 1 run. It was an earned run that ultimately is the deciding run in this game. 3 strikeouts and 2 walks for Rusty Huber, who throws 41 pitches in this game, 27 of those for strikes. Final hitting totals first for the visiting Cougars. The leadoff man, Brandon Hesselberg, goes 3 for 5, an RBI and 2 runs scored. Caleb Johnson 3 for 5 as well. 1 for 5 was Austin Maltby with an RBI. Scotty Wright goes 1 for 4 with a walk. Luke Boat was 0 for 5 with an RBI. Cooper Gray 1 of 5. Jerry Gallegos 2 of 5. He scored the game-winning run in this game. Rice Brinton 0 for 4 in the contest. Sam Gallegos 0 for 2. Dylan McTague 0 for 2 with a walk. For Rogers State, they go 12 of 47 as a team, while Colorado Christian went 11 of 42 as a team. The Hillcats, Brooks Douglas 1 for 7 with 1 run scored. Matt Subert 2 for 5 with a walk. Same line for Bradley Degnan. Chris Miguel 1 for 6 with an RBI. Ishmael Orozco 2 for 5. Jason Marley 1 of 5 with a walk and a run scored. Garrett Hall 1 of 4 with a walk. Sam Davison 2 for 4, an RBI and a walk. Jordan Garr 0 for 5. Derek Brumble 0 of 1 as a pinch hitter. Final score, Rogers State 2, Colorado Christian 3. Hillcats 4-1, Cougars 2-4. These two will play their 5th all-time meeting tomorrow, 1 o'clock, the first pitch for the 7-inning game. First game of a doubleheader. Game 2 will be a 9-inning game. You can follow along with live stats tomorrow. Once again, a reminder, no audio or video broadcast tomorrow as Rogers State basketball has senior day. All of our resources and I myself will be there tomorrow for senior day, the final home game of the season for Rogers State basketball. So smooth sailing for Hillcat baseball broadcasts the rest of the way this season, including on Tuesday afternoon when the Hillcats welcome Northeastern State to Claremore for a 2 o'clock 9-inning ball game. Thanks for tuning in and sticking out this long day with us on the broadcast. A 12-inning game, not short of excitement in this one for the Hillcats and the Cougars. Final time a game in this one ends up being 2 hours and 24 minutes. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock first pitch, live stats here on the Hillcat Network. Until then, for all of us and our entire crew on the Hillcat Network, I'm Josh Haley saying good night from Claremore.